Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion is back in full effect. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey man, we ain't the Comic Call and Roundtable discussion no more, man. How you make that mistake with that big logo that just showed up on the screen, man?
Having a roundtable discussion.
Comic Hall Crew is coming through at the theater near you.
Man.
Hey, we are back. 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 You know, I had to work that out, man. It's been so long. How's everybody doing, man? It's good to see everybody, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good to be back.
Here.
Y'all drinking on the good stuff, the agua.
We got our Rap City the basement opening and everything.
Shout out to who that for me drinking some Walmart water. So you in the chat.
Chad is in the building. Chad is
Sam's Choice. What's up, Chad?
What's happening, Chad?
Remo is in the building.
With it.
We got Chris in the building. We got Al. And that's right, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. All the fathers. And
it's going to be a ghost town on YouTube tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be barbecues and books.
And fish fries.
Right. Fish fries and barbecues.
That's
all right, fellas. So let's hop right into this thing tonight, man. We're going right out of the gate with our favorite segment of You Must Be Out of Your Damn Mind. And we got a few doozies. Al sent me a few and I found a few. But we got some that's going to knock your socks off. And Jeff is in the building. Let's give Jeff a shout out. What's up, Jeff? How you doing this week?
Happening, Jeff?
All right. And here we go. Right out the gate.
Nope.
ROM Space Knight. 9.6. Right out the gate. $280. Somebody got an echo.
Got the YouTube on. It ain't me.
Not me. Got mine muted.
We'll figure it out. All right. Wrong is in the building.
That's $279.50 too much.
That book is still a dollar bill.
Can't even count all the costs to get it graded up.
Man, I'm pretty sure I could go to Origins right now and find it in their 50-cent bin.
But you know what they'll say, man? They'll say, well, could you find it at 9.6?
Yeah, I can find it for 50 cents and then get it graded to a 9.6. Like, it ain't. But what would be?
The ROM is, for me, if you're not specking on ROM,
he's not even a Marvel property.
I read ROM a little when I was growing up, so I do know that I'm familiar with the character, but like I say, if you're specking on him for some reason, like I still think like Chris said, it's a lot for that book. It's the book being just that it's a first appearance or first issue. If it's his first appearance, would be the only reason why I would have it graded. But
hey,
I look at ROM as that's like for speculators. I don't see any keys coming from that would make me want to slab that book. I'm not paying $280 for it.
I'm gonna put some of y'all on game. This ain't even his first appearance.
Yeah,
his first appearance is in Shogun Warriors number 12.
There you go.
Right. So. But you know what though?
Which I have.
This is a prime example of what we're always talking about on the show about spec ruining comic books. Somebody got this comic, got it graded, got it a 9.6, and the reason they're asking $280 is because it's a Marvel comic. Back then, ROM was a Marvel property, and everybody assumes anything Marvel is eventually going to be a hot item, and so they got it graded so they can sell it. But let me tell you, in the comic world, the last time I saw ROM Space Knight was in a crossover with the Transformers and Hasbro, because Hasbro owns him now. He did a crossover with the Transformers in I think a Boom Studios comic book, if I'm not mistaken. They're the ones that put it out. So it's not even, you know what I'm saying? Boom Studios ain't even looking to make any of their big property because they're making some really good comic books right now. But the only one
twisted up like Venom is with Sony and Marvel. So.
Like that's a long game sell right there. You got it at $280 right now, and 15 years from now, when somebody somewhere, a janitor at like New Line Studios is like, man, I'm got a copy in his back pocket, and some exec sees and goes, that might be a good replacement for Transformers. This book will shoot up, but until then, I don't see it being. It's not worth the $280.
I've passed on that book about 3 times in the last year for about $50, and that was the reason why I passed on it. Yeah, that's why I passed on it all 3 times. It was like $40-$50 for it, and I'm like, hell no.
Yeah,
I paid $10 for it.
Look at man. Thank you everybody for joining first and foremost. We appreciate y'all showing up. Secondly, I bought this book 2 years ago, man, down in Columbus, Georgia, from Dave's. Shout out to Dave's in Fayetteville for $20. High grade. This book ain't worth $280. I don't care if Stan Lee, the ghost of Stan Lee, signed this sucker and they verified it. It still ain't worth $280. Rom and Space Knight has done absolutely nothing. Rom was this came around the 70s when, you know, the Shang-Chi's and the Novas and the Luke Cages and all that kind of stuff. 9.6 CBCS, $280. That is garbage. I like Rom, but I don't like Rom that much to pay $280 for him.
Not even
hot garbage.
Hot garbage and cold garbage.
All right. I know we do comics, but every once in a while, like I said, like our logo says, all things pop culture. I've got a doozy for you.
Oh my God.
Man, if you'll get out of here with that.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And Jace, what's up, Jace? Shout out to Jace. Well, Jeff, my boy Jeff, they collect video games. I think Jason is probably into it a little bit more deeper than Jeff is, but let me tell y'all something, man. The video game industry is getting to the same degree as comic books. I see more and more of this kind of stuff as of late. We have a shop here in Macon called Retro Raven. They got some good stuff. I've purchased a few retro games from that place, but they started, and we'll probably show a few of theirs maybe next week if we do a show. But all this grading stuff, man, it's gotten to a point to where it's at a fever pitch. They grading everything now. Ain't no way in the world, man. Personally, GoldenEye was a great Nintendo 64 game. Yes, great game. $11,998.07 worth of game. Subtract $11,950.07 from that, and maybe if it was complete in box, I would pay no more than $50 for it. What it came with, but I'm not really hung up on buying stuff complete in box, especially like those types of games. The answer to that would be hell no.
But $11K though, $11K.
Yeah, I can't.
It ain't worth it.
I can't fathom that, and I'm just like,
I bet
who is checking for this like at this price?
What I'm saying is like, and what? Okay, like with comic books, it's still like a piece of art. Even if it's slabbed, you know, if you can't open it, you still know what it is and you know what's inside of the guts of that slab. Same for this game, but you can't. Looking at the cover isn't the best part of this. You have to play it in order to enjoy it. A comic book is to be looked at. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the same, and they want almost 12K. I mean, slightly under 12K.
Didn't cost that much to make.
Look, man.
Or 85 plus. I don't know if that. I mean, I don't know if that's high or low. I mean, if 90 being higher, I don't know how they would do that, but I mean, that's a lot of money, man.
Look, man.
And they want $20 shipping.
I mean, yeah.
It kills it right there.
Yeah, right here. It has to be all of that. With Jeffrey on the with the giraffe on the wrap.
Oh, right. But you know what though? I bet you could run the Media Mania tomorrow and grab a copy of this for like $20.
Shit, we can go across town. We can go right over there where Al was talking about and go pick this up for $50.
Right. Like,
I just want to know how they deem these so valuable when, like you said, if I can go up the street and find it, like, I can't sell this on eBay for $500 ungraded,
Right, like
$1,000. Like, would I be looked at as crazy for finding a copy of this sealed and trying to sell it for $1,000? Like, I think I would. I mean, I think somebody would kind of look at me like I was crazy if I was trying to. If I walk into GameStop, I can't get $2 for this game.
But I think it's like Al said, you know, the whole them grading everything, it is getting ridiculous. You know, I get grading comics like you said, Big Remo. You know, even if you know what I'm saying, if you're never gonna read the comic, but you can still look at the cover. You can enjoy the art on the front. Same thing with trading cards. You can still enjoy looking at the trading card when it's sealed. But this, and also like you were saying, Remo, like what is the grading system on video game? What does VGA 85 plus mean? Like what I know what 9.6 means because it's a 9.6 out of a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
But 85 plus, what is that? Out of 100? Out of 90? Out of 1,000?
Sean is in the building.
What's happening, Sean?
What up, Puff? What up with it?
Sean.
So to you know what I'm saying, with comics you can kind of grade, you can gauge how much you feel you should pay for a comic when it's been slabbed because of the number. You know it's out of 10. This is a 9.6. I'm probably gonna pay a little bit more for it. Or this is a 2.0. I could probably get this for a steal. You get an idea based off that number.
Have any other copies of this sold, like graded or otherwise? Like I would like to see it with the you know.
Well, I can interject for a quick second. Now there's a and I do this because, and Jace might have this. It's called the name of the app is called Video Game Price Charts, and they have a website as well. Now I have it on my phone just to look for aggregate sales. Now GoldenEye complete inbox, meaning that if it's wrapped up like shrink wrap from when it was back in the day, brand new, it goes for $2,000, $2,066. However, that's considered a new price. That was actually a sale last month. So you take that, which apparently is the going price for that game in the shrink wrap, but you slab it and you tack another $8,000-$9,000 to it. No, son,
I could see maybe 4,500. I mean, if it goes for $2,000 raw, you know what I'm saying, bagged, you know what I'm saying, raw, then I can
see 48 if it's
like 48. $5,000, you know, it's like being the bench, like a high mark, you know what I'm saying, and then maybe, but these kids are crazy, man. These kids are got all this Bitcoin money. They spending money, boy.
Man,
somebody trying to buy a house.
These grown ass dudes, man, trying to sell these things, man.
One of the most printed comic books in the history known to man.
I literally just left this in a box about an hour and a half ago for $7, and I left it there because it was $7. And I actually would, if it was cheaper, I would have bought it because I kind of been wanting this. But $395, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I had the AOK you want me, and we see that shit all the time.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I know I had one. I'm trying to figure out where it's at.
Y'all
I got one. But that's why I said I left it for $7, so for $395, I mean, who's it signed by? Jim Lee?
That'll be signed by everybody. What
it's signed by Jim Lee, but I mean,
signed by Jim Lee. Then I mean, he's charging a grip. You know how much he's charging right now?
How much is he charging?
I just seen something where he for a remark in his autograph is like $900.
See, that will make me hate Jim Lee, and I like Jim Lee. His signature ain't worth that much, man. I'm sorry.
It was an ad for it somewhere, and it was maybe it was either CGC or something. He's having a live signing.
$900 to sign a comic book.
I think so, man. I think so.
He wouldn't charge that at a con.
Let me double check. I don't want to give false information on our channel.
But the logic behind this, though, a 9.8 signed by Jim Lee, on average, this book can run anywhere, like in pristine condition, from $1 maybe to $5. So you mean to tell me that Jim Lee's signature is worth $390?
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why is this book even in this? Why are we even discussing this in this price range?
Because it's signed.
Yeah,
9.8 too.
But
it's
you
a
know what?
9.8 and it's signed, so you got to factor all that in.
I'll tell
But
you
the
what,
book, what's the book's value itself? Like,
50
Yeah.
cents.
yeah,
Right.
I would say
unsigned.
anywhere from $1 to $5. Man,
Right.
these books
So
are a dime a
let's-
dozen in dollar bins, man.
So let's say that, okay, well, I mean, the only thing I gotta find this, it might be here on Key Collector.
Man, and see,
I'm saying that was where the ad for his prices were for his signing.
my thing
But
is,
but let's say if it's $900, right? It's $895 for his autograph, and then the book is $1, and then you know what I'm saying, to get it graded is $60 or whatever. Preston cleans $100. I mean, that's if you want that book, that's cheap. That's a steal.
Somebody else got it on eBay for $500.
Yeah.
Signed by Jim Lee, 9.8.
and see, I feel like they're all graded now, but I feel like these were all signed back when Jim was still a nobody.
That makes it even better, though. That makes
you know what I'm saying?
That makes it better. Because if he signed this one, like say he signed this when you first put it out, you know what I mean, in the 90s, and it's graded. I mean, it might be, I don't know.
Well, this guy selling it for $395. Some other dude is out of his damn mind selling this shit for $1,600.
Okay,
9.8 signed by Jim Lee.
They had Jim Lee sign their books on the set of MTV Beach House in 1997.
Man, don't you know?
With Pauly Short standing next to him.
Oh man. See,
MTV 1995 Spring Break.
Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy hosting, huh, with
Right.
Judy Brown.
Big old hoop earrings and everything.
I like Jim Lee, man, but I don't like him that much. I'm sorry. Like that's just a signature. If a person's signature shouldn't be that much, man. I mean, I understand you got to eat, but at the same time, I can't justify paying $395 for a 9.8 Wildcats book.
No.
Jim Lee signature on it. Wildcats.
June 17th through July 30th, is he signing? And he's charging $110 for a signature plus grading. You know what I'm saying? Then he's charging $130 for him and Scott Williams' signature, and then grading fees. Then he's charging $140 for him, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair, plus all the grading. And then private signing for Jim Lee's remark is $460, plus all the grading. And then a Jim Lee sketch is the one that's $875, plus all the grading fees.
Man, I got Jim Lee sketch variants of action figures that didn't cost me nowhere near that, with his signature and an original piece of art inside with him. No, bro, I'm good.
So maybe now though that stuff is I'm gonna say off of those prices and what people sell these books for, and Sean looking on there and saying there's one for $500 and one for $1,600. This is a steal. If this is your book, book and you want that book at that grade, and with that's a steal.
Insert Pace Pot Pete reference.
Hey man.
Oh man. Shoot.
Ain't nothing you can say, man. Ain't nothing you can say, bro. This is ridiculous.
Like I said, man, I left it in a bin like an hour and a half ago, man.
But did you leave this one in the bin?
Again, this is back up again. Come on.
That's low.
Yeah, I've actually saw this somewhere recently for like what was it, $9?
Yeah, like I seen it for $1,200. I was just like
$9.25. I was like,
really?
Man,
I completely missed the boat on this.
Newsstand soon in MCU. I'm like, there's no announcement yet.
Man, that is
still no announcement.
That is bold. That is That is front page Inquirer at the grocery store with your grandma doing the summer news. Soon, alien baby by
That's somebody
Bigfoot.
with a stack of them is over here making up news so they can sell those.
This is the National Enquirer. Bat boy fights Sasquatch on I-75. Like,
man. But you know what? Though? You saw the one I sent to you guys in the messenger. X-Men 11.
Yeah, X-Men 11.
Going for $350 or whatever, right? Like, and you know what? I saw that next to a picture on my Twitter because one of the guys I talked to that collects comics, he picked it up for $2 today.
Yeah.
And then came home and was looking on eBay and seeing it ungraded, raw, going for like $350. Like, spec game is getting ridiculous.
I mean,
it is getting
right now. These late run X-Men books are leading into this Jim Lee series. They're going for a lot of money, man. They're starting to pick up.
You talk about those 400s and 5 and 6?
3, like the late 2s, the Bishop run and all that. You know, going into this.
Oh yeah, I saw Bishop going for 30 in a box.
Yeah.
I need to get my first appearance of Bishop slabbed. Then I need to go ahead and get that slabbed up so I can throw it on eBay and make a house payment.
Especially when you got stacks of them.
It'd be like first black male X-Man, soon to be in a new movie.
Right. Hey, but he was already in one. Like
exactly.
He was in the X-Men. What do you call
it? Soon to be in a better movie.
Future Past.
Yeah, Future Past. Yeah. The one he kept running through the wall over and over again.
Soon to be in a better movie.
Got this dude running through this wall one more time. I'm gonna walk out this theater. He come running through the room, running into the room like, here you go. Like, man, if you run in this room one more time, dog.
This is ridiculous. Like what? Like I guess my thing is like what is even sparking on this is just like the prices and the comics that we are seeing get graded and then the ridiculous price that we're seeing for is like a bunch of dudes just sitting in the back room at a comic shop just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Like, hey, you know, I was moving stuff to the dollar bin and I saw 12 issues of this comic. And they just start talking about it to try to drive up the price for people. Like, because there's no X-Men rumors. Jim Lee didn't die. Like, so it's hard to see. Like, I can see if he passed, just like when Stan Lee passed, anything you had with his signature on it was, remember, Al, we was talking about that. Like, it went ridiculous. But Jim Lee not dead. X-Men aren't showing up nowhere.
And in addition, to piggyback off of what Chris just said, we've already seen a version of Omega Red in Deadpool, the second Deadpool. So, I mean,
it's already been.
I honestly think, man, that a lot of these prices that we see, they should put in parentheses at the end, suckers. Yeah. They should just type in suckers.
Just put the emoji with the little sucker on there.
Right, because basically they're looking for suckers to pick these books up. I don't see 9.8. I actually, when I sent Matt this one personally, and according to Go Collect, 9.8 sold last month for like $200.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would think that would be a fair price for this book, all things considered.
205.
Yeah, 200. Yeah. All things $700 for this book. Nah.
I mean, even that though, Al, that's a lot. $200 for this book with no, just off of like pure spec. I mean,
you could probably still find
you yourself have grabbed stacks of these out of the dollar bin in recent years. Like
you could probably still find this in the dollar bin somewhere.
I believe
I'm gonna look next week.
This is a dollar bin special, man. This is a dollar bin special.
If not a dollar bin, I mean, I won't say it'll be the newsstand version like that. I mean, I guess that plays into
this is at flea markets.
Yeah,
antique shops. You can find it. Available.
And that's what I'm saying. This is the most popular run of X-Men that you'll find in back issue bins. The whole run and multiple copies of it. You know what I mean?
Especially X-Men 1.
Yeah.
Love this run.
You'll find all the variants of that. You'll find up to like issue 10 or 13 or 17, and then it starts getting a little blotchy down the line. But you know what I mean? But other than that, you should find if it's a big enough store that has a nice size amount of back issues, you'll find that book.
Still?
Yeah, and it might be marked up to $10, $12, but they won't be $705.
This is a back end special here too, man. A back issue special.
I still can't believe this.
The action figure just came out. It was announced a while ago, but it just actually came out like this month.
But that's fine. But people don't care about that until right now. Like they strictly made that figure. They probably had no intents and purposes of having going forward until this got popular.
Until
too long. They would have been had to come out a long time ago.
Have y'all noticed all these folks want you to pay for shipping too?
Yeah. I've been noticing that too. That's crazy to me.
Because they want you to pay that offset.
And they always emphasize what show or movie is part of, WandaVision, MCU. That's like the biggest emphasis on that title up there. They want to make sure people know that, this was in WandaVision, so that's why the price is high.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, man.
It's ridiculous.
This is a no-go. Absolute no-go. Absolute no-go. We're going to keep the train rolling.
Whoa.
Hey, keep it. Hey. Look where it's shipping from, y'all. This tell me all I need to know. Wentzville, Missouri. Wentzville, Missouri. So $209,000 for Hulk 181 9.8.
Ooh. Was he trying to buy Detroit?
Trying to buy Wentzville, Missouri. Look at the shipping. Look how much the shipping is.
Yeah, I'm just noticing. One day ship too. One day you got to pay $249.99 to get that in one day.
If that ain't some trolling shit, I don't know what else is.
After paying $209,000 for a comic book, man. Come on, man.
Hey, look at it, $209,999. That's some Herman Cain shit. 99999.
Like that's some. You gotta wait a day. That whole day you ain't gonna do number one.
Hold on. Am I reading this right though?
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
No. Hold on. We're getting that Hulk 181 and the Giant Size X-Men #1, both at 9.8.
Yeah, because it says Giant Size X-Men 1. Does he got a slide over on the picture?
Let me click on it. Hold on.
I mean, there it is.
Okay, so that's both of them. So they want $104,000
and some change
for each at 9.8.
Hey, man.
You know what? In about 3 to 4 more years, that's probably pretty accurate.
That's still.
I mean,
I'm
gonna have to defer to my my resident on the panel, resident expert on the giant size X-Men brother, Dusty Brick Brown. 9.8 of a giant size X-Men. Let's forget the Hulk 181. At a 9.8, in order to get one or the other, let's say that. Is that a proper amount to pay? Buy a house? Or
no.
And
this
is a $20,000 book at a 9.8.
Actually, I'm on Go Collect. And according to Go Collect, the last sale for Giant Size 9.8 in April was 60 G's.
Yeah.
So
that sounds about accurate.
That would probably be the fair price for that book. $104,000. So you basically trying to get $44,000 more dollars for that book for no other reason except for it's on eBay. Think about it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're going through an auction site, ain't no way in the world you're gonna sell that book
Not
for that
even
price.
Close.
And then $250 one day shipping.
Right? No, they're not.
Brother, for $209,000, you better fly that bitch to me and hand it off to me in the airport. Like, here you go.
Not even the $209,000. Just for the $250 in shipping, I can hire somebody to find you and drive and just steal it from you.
Like we're gonna have to work this out. Well, you're gonna have to bring me that shit in in an air suction attache case, and you're gonna have to hand them slabs over, brother.
I'm gonna need.
And to add to that, in March of this year, 181 went for $78,000.
So
you still overcharging somebody. That's probably gonna be your best bet. This dude is trying to basically get at least 50 G's off of you for these two books. And his selling point. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that just tells me he don't own both of these books. He's a middleman.
It could be. And his main selling point is this a 9.8. He thinking that 9.8 is gonna make somebody pull out they checkbook and write a certified check for $209,999.99. Nah,
that is a black
but he wants $20,000 instead of $2,000 commission.
But he got it at perfect centering gems. He, in his own warped out mind, thinks that's worth the money. Perfect centering gems. Why is that even in the title?
Like I said before, you got on the show, Sean, suckers. At the end of gems, he need to have suckers in capital letters because they looking for a sucker because those are trigger words to try to make it seem like that book is worth more than it is.
He's got to make it like Booker T with extend the sucker. Sucker!
No. You're right on that. You're right on that, Al. But I think he's trying to sell this book to people coming from the card community who would appreciate the centering aspect. Because we as comic book collectors, we don't care if it's centered or not. We just want the 9.8.
But just think about this, though. Think about this. A 9.8 of this book is a 9.8 of this book, regardless of if it's perfect centering or if it's sideways centering.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That doesn't matter in comics.
Right. Or if it's perpendicular to the square, a stango-like flower, escape from the dragon flower in particular. So at the end of the day, man, all this perfect centering, it don't mean nothing because a 9.8 is a 9.8.
Yeah.
They just, like I said, they just putting that on there for a sucker, man. Oh my God. WP, what does WP mean? WP perfect centering.
White pages.
Okay, so so common sense ought to tell you if you collect the comic books, a 9.8 ain't gonna have no dingy, dusty looking pages. You know what I'm saying?
So in actuality, he's overcharging he's doubling up what he should be charging for this book.
Right. Or trying to
for both books.
Using buzzwords.
Yep, he's trying to use buzzwords, and off the strength of both of those books being a 9.8, he's trying to get extra money. That's all. Which is tough.
I was gonna say there's probably a ton of them on the census, but
what is this?
Oh my God! What?
Really?
I had one good one for you, boy.
What?
I can go get this book on Wednesday.
This ain't even a book. This is one of the collector cards that Marvel put out. But it's Shatterstar. Like it ain't.
No, it's X-Force #1 sealed with Shatterstar's first card in it. Which
X-Force #1.
You find this all day long looking for this book.
Hold up, but then they got a question mark after card, like they don't even know.
Right, like they're not sure.
They don't even believe their own description.
It might be a card.
It
might be. Could be. I don't know. Send me $4,000 and find out. With free shipping.
Sucker mode.
But then, if you probably scroll down, there's a lot of 5 that's probably for $27. Look, $31
$31.99. Yeah, $31.99. Like what?
For a lot of 3, and you want $4 grand for Shatterstar.
Look at this deal. This is a better deal right here. This deal.
I'll take that Deadpool that second appearance of Deadpool for $15 alone.
Right. That's money in the bank right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Yeah, he that one needs to have the sucker in the description also.
At this point, man, they just preying on people, and somebody. First of all, you have to be a stone cold fool to want to buy that with Shatterstar.
You know,
Shatterstar is the equivalent to Coco Beware when he was actually in the Independence, like before he actually came to the WWE.
Shatterstar is so terrible. Terrible.
Him and his 90s double blades and spikes on his shoulders.
You know what I'm saying?
The LOD shoulder pad.
So yeah, that's
I
just.
would be ashamed that I took this picture to try and sell it.
Like, why would that? This is
Like,
the picture
really?
you chose to sell this book? Really?
I'd rather
Hold up,
sell the one. I'd rather buy the one that has the whole team on it.
And so, but in the one with Deadpool, that's the actual the most
the one
sought
that
after
everybody
one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want.
X Force or whatever, 98.
Yeah, I got that one for days for $10.
No, the X-Force #1 that has the Deadpool card.
Yeah, I got that
Right,
card.
yeah,
I got that book for days for $10.
Mm-hmm.
So if I got that for 10, shit, I need to be rolling, man. I need to be putting that one up for $45,000 then.
Bro, I got it out of $1 bin, and then because did nobody care about that Deadpool card,
Nope.
and then nobody care about X Force #1.
All right, our CBSI Hot Top 10 list. We will start from the bottom and work our way up. If I can scroll down so we don't cheat. All right, let's see. All right. Honorable mention is 2 books I have no clue what the hell they are. I just know this one's got to be. That's got to be Golden Age. I know that much. I just know that much. It's got to be Golden Age going for that price. All right.
Neither one of them books I care about.
Number 10, Spider-Verse. This came out last. Was it week before last? When did this come out?
Like right when the pandemic, right before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking about Web of Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah. Spider-Verse 2020 second print. It was $20 to $30, and now it's jumped to $55 to $70.
Yeah. That one was tough to get when it came out, man. I remember it when it came out. It was hard to get. And I remember they wanted it before because it had Spider-Zero on the cover.
Oh, okay.
And one of those panels had Spider-Zero in it, so everybody was tripping off of it. But then it was that one in that Walmart book. Remember there was the book that was in Walmart?
Yep, I remember Walmart.
Those were the 2 books that everybody wanted, and this one was harder to find, and it was like kind of under the radar, but it was always been like a $30 book. I remember if you could find it, people wanted. They never budged on the price.
New Avenger, 2013. I think that's volume 4, if I'm not mistaken. Volume 4. You see the 3 or 4. It's one of those 2. Book was $15. I was actually seeing. I remember I used to pass this up all the time.
Yeah.
And now it's sold for $125 to $200. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Why is he? What if we just had Thanos and it took this long to get Thanos? Where the hell is Thing gonna come in at?
Yeah. Thing, huh?
Yeah, Thing. What? I mean, come on, man. It took 20, almost 25 years to get Thanos.
Let's see.
Static. Season
man, I missed out on this one, man. In my LCS, I just missed on getting that one.
I got a copy. I didn't get the black and white variant though, but I got a copy.
But I'm saying that particular.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I just missed out on it. And he only wanted like $25 for it.
Stray Dogs. Shout out to our friend Luther. Luther actually gave me a copy of this, man, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was $20 a while back, and now it's $40. These image books, man, they catch fire like
Yeah.
I mean, just like.
And it makes you pissed that you didn't grab them or you didn't grab a bunch of them.
I learned from Al, man. Al started this about 3 months ago. Every image #1 that come out, Al get it. Every single one. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna get on that train because I refuse to miss something like something just killing children. When that came out, that hurt. And so I was like, you know what? Between Boom and Image, man,
yeah. He said that.
That hurt.
Man,
that hurt.
That's something to kill the children. It hurt me, man. I was like, man, because I drove to 3 or 4 stores trying to find that book. I could not find it.
Right.
So hey, shout out to Nottingham Mint. He actually had the writer of Something That's Killing the Children on his show this past Wednesday. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right. Green Lantern 2008 25. I believe this might have been on one of the top 10 spec videos we did a while back. It's a $50 book. This book is still, and we talk about dollar bin and buck bin books. This book is still in dollar and buck bins. I'm telling you. I see this book all the time.
But isn't the variant? There's a variant of that one I keep hearing about too, right?
Yeah, the variant is
not really. I'm not all that into DC, like I said, but I keep hearing about this book.
Yeah, the variant is the Ghost. I mean, I've never seen it. It exists, but I've never seen it. Darth Vader, 2017, number 6. This one, you can probably still find this one for about $10-12 in a long box. This don't warrant $50 to $60. And the first the Order Inquisitors probably won't even see them for another 8 years.
So here's my take now on the Star Wars books. Go to an LCS and hit those back issue bins.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say. Don't Star Wars seems to me to be a story that or spec that everybody ain't specking on. So you can still find some of these books in the back issue bins at your LCS. And I'll say, man, I hit a store, like I said, I came the fuck up. So some of y'all can see, like, you got they're out there. You just gotta
put in
go
the work.
to the shop. Yeah, I mean, and just go to these shops and look, man, because like they're in there, man. They're in there. There's so many titles, man, and all these titles have keys in there.
All right, Usagi Yojimbo. This is one that you right on the cover. I told Al, I was like, pick this up. This was actually warrants the price because this is a major first appearance. And so I was like, yeah, this is one I knew was gonna be hot. So I picked up about 3 copies.
And it's crazy because I used to collect Usagi Yojimbo when I was a kid, and for some reason I haven't jumped on the new titles, and they're like wildfire, man. And I don't know, man. I used to love them when I was young. You know what I mean? It was like if I couldn't get a Ninja Turtle title, if they would sell out, I would get a Usagi title.
Yep.
That's why that's why I have one or the other.
Venom 9 is going from $30 to $40 to $100.
Jesus.
So that's one that I missed that I probably won't get. I'm not paying that for that book. I'm not paying.
Right.
I don't even see Venom titles like keys on the walls anymore.
Yeah, not paying.
They're gone.
Yeah, not paying. Number 2, What If Planet Hulk number 1. I know this is in buck bins because I don't know if our buddy Shannon been watching. Shannon found this book this week for $10.
Yeah.
So I know this is still in buck bins.
I went and looked for it today, and I feel like I just missed it.
Yeah, that you can probably still find that one. Dark Reign Young Avengers number 1. That's a little. I have not seen that.
But I bet you it's in dollar bins.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. This is probably
sure. One of y'all gonna come across 6 or 7 of them in the next haul video. I guarantee you. I'm serious. Because that Dark Reign, I see more Dark Reign in the back issue bins in the dollar bins than I see any other, and it's of all titles. It ain't just one. Every time I see a Dark Reign, it's in the dollar bins. So they're out there.
Yep.
I'm not tripping off of it, so I'm not really
right.
The main thing, man, is that you can find these books in dollar bins and 50-cent bins. I saw a video today. Somebody had this. It basically say, get off your ass and go to the stuff.
Yeah, man. They're out there.
Yep.
They're definitely out there.
All right, so let's get into our first topic for tonight. Our first topic for tonight is the OnlyFans Batman and Catwoman.
Oh. OnlyFans.
I mean, the shitstorm that was Batman this week.
They might as well put it on OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Just go ahead and put it on. Al brought it to my attention earlier this week, so I went and looked. And when I saw it, I just, I was like, well, I asked Al one question. I said, what's the rating on that Harley Quinn show? And it's a hard R.
Oh, yeah.
So if from my understanding, they've already had a striptease scene on there with Nightwing, and now you got the because we don't want to get a strike. I think I keep it. I can't go West Coast production tonight. So.
Oh God!
We're gonna just leave.
We're gonna just leave it out there. We're gonna just
leave it out there. So, fellas,
and what's more funny about that is that everybody do what you were talking.
Yeah,
right. Like everybody do.
So if you're in the chat and you know West Coast production, put a 1 in there. If you're in the chat and you know what that is, put a number 1 in the chat. But I, when I saw this story, I just said, you know what? If the show is rated R, then it is what it is. I mean, all the floor is open. We've seen. Look at these. Look at Invincible. Invincible. Yeah. Look at. I'm like, y'all think that's bad? Like y'all think some of this stuff it's going too far.
Hey, she had her clothes on.
Look at the boys. I mean, come on, y'all.
Not a cartoon, though.
I think the animation. See, the animation is a slippery slope because if it doesn't say mature or whatever, like it's hard because I've seen, just think about Ninja Scroll. I'm sure you guys have seen Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
Like, there's parts in that are along that line. It's like it's quick. If you blink, you'll miss it. But it's there. But it's always been a cartoon I've wanted to watch, but I can't watch it around my daughter. You know what I mean? Right. She can see all the bloods and guts and heads getting lopped off and hands and arms, but that one scene is like, oh, I can't let her see that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The scene where old boy get poisoned.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's so quick that you be right into watching it, and then all of a sudden it go down.
Yeah.
Got all about that part.
Yes, I've watched Ninja Scroll a few times.
It's like, I feel them on that, but like you said, if it's on a channel that is not for kids in the first place, then we shouldn't be. We all know that a lot of children don't watch these cartoons. We do.
Yeah.
If it's on the Disney channel, the Disney DX or whatever, where they show all the Marvel cartoons and stuff like that, fine and dandy. But we know that on HBO Max, my daughter ain't clicking on the HBO Max icon to watch a cartoon. That's for sure.
Go ahead, Sean.
Fucking Batman: The Killing Joke. You had the whole Batgirl and Batman on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Batman Damned. You had Batwing swinging around, and that caused an uproar. So it's like, when it pertains to Batman, DC, like, man, we can't have no more sexual stuff with Batman, because we done already did the Batgirl and Killing Joke. We done did the Batwing. And now y'all gonna have Batman go down on Catwoman, which is like natural human emotion. And they like, oh no, we can't have that. Superheroes don't do that and shit. I'm like,
well, they don't want to ruin their property. They don't want their property.
No, this is a rated R show, man.
Wait a minute.
It's free creativity. They can do what they want to do. But DC, if they had a hard stance on Batman doing it, then they shouldn't have this show, period. If they knew that they was going to do some stuff like this. Shouldn't have had the show, period. It's an adult show that does adult themes, and they want to do something risque with Batman and Catwoman. Because let's be honest, the first issue of Catwoman in the New 52, Batman and Catwoman got on the roof. And even if they had the clothes, they still did it, and we all know what it implied in that issue.
Right.
So I'm like, we know that this relationship is kind of a sexual relationship in terms of their chemistry together. So I'm like, if they want to portray that in the Harley Quinn show, what's the big deal?
It's like Spider-Man and Black Cat. It's like the same thing.
Ant-Man. So Ant-Man did. I mean, he shrunk down, and y'all let your mind go.
Got court-martialed.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Sean said, man. Look, man, the channel is HBO Max, and anybody that's on this panel that was born in between the years of 1970 to up to now know what the history of HBO Max was. Okay, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna drop them tonight. Y'all drop them.
Hey,
Now
man.
they want to act
Anybody on this panel know what the hell Emmanuel is?
Hey, we want to see Batman and Catwoman in Red Suit Diaries.
Emmanuel in space.
Right.
Red Shoe Diaries, man.
They're gonna have Batman and Catwoman in the taxi cab confessions.
You feel me?
I mean, come on, man.
Real sex. Hey, real sex. Real sex.
Right, real sex superheroes.
Real sex cosplay.
Al, your thoughts on it, brother?
I think DC is full of crap. Personally, my thing, what really bothered me about that whole situation when DC made the statement talking about heroes don't do this. Well, I got to tell y'all, man, I will be a villain to my core because I ain't gonna sit here in front like I'm some the goody two shoes, and I ain't trying to put my business out there, but come on, man. I mean, you want people to believe that Batman. You want people to suspend their disbelief that Batman is a vigilante that go around beating up dudes that can transform into clay and shit. But if he want to please his woman with a little bit of, foreplay, cunnilingus, thank you. I mean, with a little bit of, tickling, tongue tickling. Yeah, we'll say it like that. We can't do that because our heroes don't do that. Like, come on, dude.
I want my hero to, because you know what I'm saying. I want him to, or her.
I mean, that gives them. I mean, Batman doesn't need character development as it is, but it actually adds a bit of human element to him. Yeah. Because if you know anything about Batman, now I'm not near as a huge a Batman fan as Chris and Xavier and anybody else for that matter that's on the panel. But I do know that Batman was touted to be a playboy for the most part of his entire adult life. So I'm pretty sure Batman didn't invite Vicky Vale and anybody else that he begged to just come over.
Movie, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, yeah, because remember she spent the night and then she had to change, leave in the same clothes.
Right. I'm sure he didn't pull out no easy. I'm sure he didn't pull out no easy bake oven and say, "Hey, let's make some brownies tonight." Like,
right.
Batman was getting in some guts, and Batman did what he needed to do to get down for his crown. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think it's very stupid, juvenile for DC to do that. And like you said, Remo, I mean, HBO Max. Matt said this. HBO and Cinemax have been known for some stuff. I mean, I remember back in the day, man. I'm telling on myself. I used to watch Skinemax and try to see some of that softcore stuff, and you see a nipple. And then you see the squiggly lines and stuff. We didn't subscribe to Cinemax, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just being honest, man. I ain't the only one that did this, but
it gave you all the imagination you need.
Right,
exactly. As long as I saw a piece of skin at a certain part of the body, I'm like, okay, all right, cool. But at the end of the day, man, I think that it's really crazy for them not to have that type of, I mean, and I'm pretty sure that whatever was done, it was going to be done tastefully and with respect. It wasn't just going to be, like you said, West Coast Productions or, Pornhub or nothing like that. It wasn't going to be all out there. But, I mean, for DC to say that's not going to happen, man, I think that just makes them look weak, and they don't trust their people that's in creative to do a tasteful project to where Batman won't come off as no skank. That's how I see it. So
it wasn't about
I think really
productions.
Said what, Remo?
Said it wasn't gonna be tag team productions.
Right, it wasn't gonna be none of that. It wasn't gonna be none of that. No Julian St. Jacques or none of them cats. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it and I just kind of I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think it was anything crazy because I've seen worse stuff in comic books. So, I mean, for me, I think, one thing when they got on their high horses would piss everybody off.
Yeah.
And then you got Zack Snyder sharing that artwork of Batman doing the deed.
Right.
I haven't seen that. Is that what?
Yeah.
It's been all over the internet the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Chris, your thoughts, brother?
I've watched the first 2 seasons of Harley Quinn, and I've seen the Batman they have in the show, and unfortunately, they don't do Batman justice. He really is kind of, I guess, for lack of a better term, given the internet, Batman really is kind of a simp in the show, and I guess maybe
get out my head. I was so thinking
we went from Cinemax. We done went from Cinemax to HBO Max to Emmanuel to now we done went all the way full Coach Greg Adams. We done went red pill.
You know where our minds is at.
Like, I'm just like, I've seen Batman on the show. Let me tell you, because I've watched all of Harley Quinn and I've seen how they do Batman, there wasn't gonna be nothing tasteful about them doing it. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and there would have been nothing. It would have been 2 steps away from possibly being hentai, knowing them. The way that they did them first 2 seasons, it would have been.
You talking about the Harley Quinn show? You talking the Harley Quinn show?
Yes, I've watched. Yeah, the Harley
Quinn. I'm going to go watch this, man. I saw if anything,
it's that bad. Not bad, but you know what I'm saying.
It is, man. I won't even watch my daughter in earshot.
Hold up. So let me get this straight without trying to be too graphic. So you mean to tell me that instead of them doing it tastefully, they'll basically have Batman doing the deed, then his face will pop up and he got juice all over his face and stuff?
They did something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So it wouldn't just been like an insinuation.
No. There wouldn't have been no innuendos. There'd have been like
Ninja Scroll.
Like right. Except
and that's exactly what happened on Ninja Scroll.
Except you would have had to blink a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind that as long as I know ahead of time. If I know that's how it is, then I know I can, But that's like it's like I would think though, like when Marvel did when I've gone back and started reading and buying the stuff, but like the Marvel Knight stuff was a little more graphic, or it would say on there like graphic material, adults only comics.
DC has a black label that's like that now.
Yeah, something like that. But to say no, he can't do it at all because he's a superhero. No, that's not. I don't agree with that. They can't make me believe that.
Like I get where they were coming from. Like I wish I'd seen the original post from Warner Brothers as opposed to the one that was floating around afterwards, which obviously has had somebody put their own edits to it.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Right.
Yeah,
but
I seen that one.
But I know the original one talked about how like they found out, which means that the people working on Harley Quinn had already wrote the script and were possibly trying to draw it out when Warner Brothers got the script and was like, whoa.
Yeah. I can believe that part.
We are no longer located on the West Coast. No. Like so I kind of get them stepping into that because I can honestly say I love the Harley Quinn show. It's really, really good, but I can honestly say there is no version of that show and the people working on it. Can I see them doing a tasteful version of that, like just with the other stuff they've already done?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have piqued my interest. Before we move on,
I'm over here like shit. I need to watch this.
What without getting too overboard to where we won't be censored off the internet? What kind of stuff have they actually shown?
Got strip tease.
There's a strip tease with Nightwing when she kidnapped Nightwing and she like handcuffs him or whatever. There's the kind of in your face innuendos of the lesbian relationship between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy throughout both seasons. There's a couple of scenes I do believe that show, at least in the beginning, when because in the show, believe it or not, Poison Ivy starts dating Kite Man. Yeah, Kite Man's in the show.
Wow.
All right, you getting some shine.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and so it's
Performance. Yeah.
That kind of shine.
It gets a little raunchy, man. Like I can see why Warner Brothers was just like, I don't see how we can make this action.
Well, it probably was. That was probably what they said, but it was more so like they're trying to censor them,
right?
Not necessarily the character, but more so like, man, we ain't gonna let you fuck that up,
right? Like,
yeah, I guarantee you, if it was a two lower tier characters, they probably wouldn't care. But because it's Batwoman and Catwoman,
I'm not gonna soil his name,
right?
Mad Hatter and the Killer Croc, they wouldn't care.
Right? Had it been like had it been like Film Freak and Magpie, we would have been watching Spawn in the 90s on HBO.
I don't even know who they are.
Old Batman villains.
Wow.
Bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
Face Pot Pete.
Face Pot Pete.
You know.
All right, let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Black Widow. Better than Winter Soldier.
It'll never be.
That's the talk.
Who said that?
These so-called folks who have got the early screening have come back with a report, and they said that.
Is that just hype because it's a new movie?
Look, man, Larry Crocker, if you're watching this show, this shit is not going to be better than Winter Soldier.
Not even close.
Your brother Larry said it's going to be?
No, but yeah, he hadn't said anything. He hadn't gave no credit yet, but there's no way. Do you realize how hard this movie would have to go hard in the paint for a whole what was it? How long was Winter
It's
Soldier?
Going to 2.5, something like that.
Yeah.
2 hours.
I mean, hard in the paint.
Black Widow would have to
I believe the villain is going to be anywhere near as menacing as Winter Soldier was.
Right. The Taskmaster is good, and I'm mad that he's being used in this movie because he's literally the only non-cosmic villain the Avengers have ever fought, who fought the entire roster of the Avengers to a standstill by himself.
I'll be honest with you. I was hoping he was going to show up in Ant-Man.
Right. And so for him to be in Black Widow's prequel movie, just, I don't know. I don't see Black Widow going that hard in the paint from jump. And
the new comic is the new series is dope.
The Black Widow comic book is really good. Yeah. I just feel like this movie is just gonna be. Plus, it's a prequel. Like y'all got so much room with this prequel to make this to go hard like that. Right.
I think they should break it up to where it's like they got to do like another 2 or 3 movies.
Well, Kevin Feige's already said that there's possibly going to be more prequels after Black Widow.
But I mean, as far as the prequel being like a consist of like 2 or 3 movies.
Oh, you know I mean, how many movies we got for Black Widow? We get her prequel, and then we've seen all the other ones, and then she died.
Yeah, that's
But
I want to see all the stuff she was doing before she got with the Avengers. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and I don't think you can tell all that in one movie.
Like with her and Hawkeye.
Civil War, right?
Huh?
This movie takes place after Civil War. That's coming up.
It's a prequel.
No, I thought it's before.
Yeah,
it's before Civil War.
This all her training. This all her training, and before she's in Russia.
I know they're going to focus on some parts of her origin.
Yeah,
but I thought it was taking place after Civil War.
Yeah, it is after Civil War because in the trailer it mentioned you came back. So yeah, this is.
I thought it was prior.
This is after that.
So is this in between Civil War and Endgame, or
it's immediately after
Infinity War? I mean,
yeah,
it's immediately after Civil War.
Immediately after Civil War is where it picks up.
Sean, what's your thoughts on that, man?
It ain't gonna be better than Winter Soldier. That's my thought. That's all I got to say. It ain't gonna be better than Winter Soldier.
Couldn't be.
Winter Soldier is like one of my favorite movies, and
for real.
Nah. I'm looking forward to the movie. It's been delayed so long that it lost all its hype, but I'm still hoping for an entertaining flick. In that, we've been waiting so long for a Black Widow solo movie because she was the only one that never got one. And I always felt that she should have got one before Captain Marvel. They want to shoehorn Captain Marvel, and that was a complete fail. You should have gave Black Widow her respect and gave her a movie before she died. But they're gonna wait till after she died to give her a movie. So I'm like, whatever, just put out an entertaining movie and I'll be happy. Yeah.
Anybody gonna go see it at the movies?
No.
Is this gonna be on Disney Plus? Is this gonna be on Disney Plus?
I know, yeah, but I thought about it because they said there was supposed to be at the IMAX. They were supposed to be.
No, I
will be Disney Plus. Is this gonna be day one Disney Plus, y'all?
Yeah, because it's gonna be behind the paywall.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is because that new Luca movie ain't behind the paywall.
X is in the building.
Ain't that long? X got the whole Fu Manchu going on. What in the? It's been that long since I seen you.
No, I cut my beard. And that's all that is. Hey, speaking of shaving, I see Al top lip.
You know I was about to do something, but I ain't finna do it. I'm sorry.
Top lip, little neck.
Got that Tim Duncan.
Hey man, good to see you, X man. We ain't seen you in a month of Sunday, bro.
I know, right? How y'all doing?
Doing all right, man.
Good, man. We talking about this darn Black Widow, but whose turn was it?
Is it finally coming out?
Yeah.
I was asking if anybody was gonna go chase that, go to watch it at the movie theater and get the book.
No.
I was thinking about walking into the lobby at the movie theater and just seeing if I can get the comic.
That's good. You know what? That's a good idea, man. For real.
Yeah.
But take a couple of them. Like, hey, let me get a couple of these.
Yeah, cause see, at our theater, they just leave the shit sit on the shelf.
Yeah. Or they just gonna keep them in the back and not hand them out.
No, I might have to go. Just walk in there. Hey man, I'm just going to get me a nacho and walk out the door. Make up a lot.
You know?
Nacho cheaper than going to the theater, so
I mean, all things considered. All things considered with today's market, those books will be on eBay the day after Black Widow.
During the movie.
Same night.
They'll be on the segment on that Saturday. They'll be on our segment that Saturday.
Because I seen on Key Collector, that's where I seen that they were even going to have one. I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Go up in there, run up in there when there ain't nobody, because ain't going to be nobody at the theater. Go up in there and be like, hey, man, let me get a couple of them books.
Yep.
Matter of fact, let me get the whole box.
Get a stack on them right quick.
Let me get a stack because y'all ain't doing shit.
X, your thoughts, man? They say word on the street is Black Widow supposed to be better than Winter Soldier.
I mean, it took them 5 years to make it, so it should be something. I mean, all the rewrites and whatnot, and this and the postponements, it better be good. But I doubt it's gonna be better than Winter Soldier. No, can't convince me.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, that's a tall order.
I don't think people realize how good Winter Soldier was.
They don't.
Yeah,
they got lost into the the Thanos and all. They get lost in the Winter Soldier.
Forget about it.
That movie. I think anytime I see that movie on TV, I stop what I'm doing.
I stop and watch it. Yep. I do the same thing. Like, Winter Soldier's on.
I can't even watch it on TV though. I have to watch it without commercials.
Without commercials, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta watch it all the way through because they always start the commercials at the wrong time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That doggone bridge scene.
Mm-hmm.
I
just like the scene when he throws the shield at him and he catches it.
And he catches it, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the first time he catches the shit, man. Woof. Chill.
You wasn't even paying attention. You was like, ding.
And I had a man crush, man, when Cap was holding the helicopter, it'd be arms just ascended all the way up the hill. I was like, ain't no way in the world Chris Evans got that big, but hey, he did.
Shit was hard though.
I was like, great day.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this: the same people that said that movie was better than Winter Soldier, the same people that praised Captain Marvel, and that's all I'm gonna say.
The same people that praised Mortal Kombat.
Shots fired.
Speaking of Mortal
that's
Kombat,
all I'm gonna say.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, I asked Junior here, and I asked him how he felt about Mortal Kombat, and the look on his face. I think he had a better reception of Wonder Woman 84 than he did Mortal Kombat. And we know Wonder Woman 84 was hot garbage. But man, but let's get back to some positive stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. We're gonna change the tone. We're gonna go to positive. Static is back. Chris, this is you, buddy.
Man,
Static is back.
I am so happy.
Remo, you said you got it. So what y'all boys talking about?
I'm reading it tonight. I haven't read it. I haven't read it.
Yeah, I ain't pick it up yet.
Hell,
I
you
got
read
it.
yours yet?
I haven't read it.
I haven't read
No,
it.
I haven't.
Yeah, I hadn't picked it up. Chris, you read yours?
Not yet.
Wow, I was shocked. Everybody got it. We hadn't read it yet. So we got.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff this
There
week.
was stuff in front of it on the pile. I had to work to it.
Yeah,
Any of y'all read? Are any of you guys reading Eve?
Yeah.
I just got.
I
that.
am, but
I
I
gotta
need
read
to
the
catch
second
up.
It just came in.
Yeah, my wife is reading that. She said it's good. I've been wanting to read part of it. It's only 2 issues. I'm trying to catch up on it.
Yeah, but Static, man. My only disappointment with Static being back is that everything is so spread out. Like we're not getting Hardware's book until like August or something like that, and then we're not getting Icon and Rocket's book until sometime after that or whatever. It's so long in between. It's like you could have just released them 1 month behind each other, better, as opposed to.
They could have just dropped them all at one time because that's what me and
That
Al
too.
were looking on the table looking for the other characters.
Yeah, I thought they were going to release the whole universe at the same time.
No,
They want everybody to pre-order the variants, so they could have. They're gonna spread
Man.
That's what it is.
variants.
The variants are all right, man, but they're not even.
I know.
still
Yeah, that's
might grab that
I
one.
like that one.
I got
I know
the A
Static-
cover. I should grab that one.
Static's got like what 6, 7 variants.
That's the one I got right there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was several bands for that.
Thoughts on Loki?
Haven't watched it.
I watched the first episode.
I just finished the second episode right before the show.
Y'all can spoil it for me, so it don't matter. I mean,
It really ain't no
I
spoiling
mean,
in it. I
ain't much
mean,
to do that.
Like
I mean, so far, so it's everything everybody already said it was about to be.
the first episode was hilarious to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was like, it reminded me of 48 Hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remind me of Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, like when he's trying to convince him to let him go and look for Gans. He was like, let me just go back, man.
Man, that ticket scene,
Yeah, man.
I was rolling when I saw it.
But that joke Earl part, that ticket.
He ain't lying. He only had 2 pockets in there, but he was searching everywhere.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued with these Time Masters and this whole thing with the TSA, because when I saw the statues of the Time Master and stuff like that, it gave me Kang the Conqueror vibes, because that's what I was thinking, considering he deals with time travel and stuff like that.
Did you watch the second episode yet, Sean?
Yeah, I watched the second.
Then you seen when he what happened at the end.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I've seen that, man.
Isn't what's her name supposed to be like the his love interest from the comics?
The girl in there?
Yeah, the main chick, like the one that grabbed her little baton at the end.
The judge. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. Because I
I
thought
mean,
that's who she was.
Her name is from. I know her name. My one of the guys at my LCS, the owner, he was telling me that she's part of the whole Avengers lore and all that. She's from way back. She's not. That position that she's in is not. I don't think that's what they have her as in the comic.
We tried to warn your ass. But you didn't. Well, we warned you.
But,
I still refuse.
I don't know. She's something. The whole when she was at the end. Spoiler alert. All the you ain't seen it, Chris?
No, you're good.
Okay. But when all those things started going off and then they disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
like, it was like all those timelines went back. That was, to me, it was like kind of like some Kang shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like him going back and staying like, I need to keep these open because I need to be able to go back and do whatever I got to do on those timelines. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
I have a feeling that Kang could be a rogue Time Master.
yeah, he don't want it to go back to a normal thing. He want to be able to have some options.
Yeah.
And they already established that. They gonna try to establish that there's no time works differently at the TVA. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he could have easily been the future descendant of Reed Richards and them.
Yeah,
But if you look at Kang though, like his whole outfit looks like one of those Time Variance Authority.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
people, you know what I'm saying? It's just purple and green.
Right.
But if you look at, remember that one dude that kept telling him like, "Oh man, you let him get away." About it. He was like whispering the whole time during this last scene.
Yeah,
Thinking maybe that was him. You know what I mean?
I think that was more so because he don't trust Loki anyway, so he just
everything
Loki
do. Like the most
no, but I mean that was that one guy. Remember, he was like another agent.
Yeah.
He kept telling him like, "Oh man, you fucked up. Like, why'd you trust him?" Like, and the other lady is the one who was in charge, but it seemed like he kept having he kept trying to put a little sauce on it. He kept putting a little extra on everything. It was almost like you fucking up. It's like, dude, like he already knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? And they catch it. But,
well, I definitely see that because if you look at it, look at who they chasing. A different variation of Loki. You know what I mean? So
even
like,
Loki's tripping,
we can't trust
when he seen that girl, he was tripping. And it was like he knew it was possible that he could do something like that, but he still was unsure.
Yeah.
I like how she made him feel inferior to her.
Yeah, right.
Like it just in the way she was talking, like, yeah, okay. That's your goal. I don't care about all that. I know what I'm doing.
Then for a second, he was like, well, maybe I should stay. Do the right thing. Maybe I should stay.
I was thinking because of what TiVo said on his live stream before the episode premiered. The second episode was, the possibilities, this being Lady Loki or this possibly being Enchantress. Because I've seen, him. He talked about it, and then the names that he was bringing up when on the end credits and stuff kind of ties into a little bit of Enchantress's character.
I don't think it's going to end up being Enchantress. I think that'll be too straightforward.
I know,
but
it's almost like people expecting Lady Loki as well, so it could go either way with it, because people ain't heard the name Enchantress in forever, and she is tied with Loki a lot. So
which one comes out after this? What comes out after this?
Secret War. I mean, no.
Secret. I thought
Secret Wars is the one with
Secret Invasion.
No.
Yeah, Secret Invasion. Yeah.
I'm saying is Doctor Strange or what big movie's coming out after this? Like, what's the next movie to come out?
Spider-Man before you have Doctor Strange.
Yeah, you got Eternals and Spider-Man the next two.
Yep.
Yeah.
After Black Widow.
So they're gonna have to segue this into something else. So I was thinking this was gonna go
Armor Wars.
Armor Wars, okay.
So I was gonna say it has something to do with Rhodey. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're giving everybody who's going to be involved going forward like a side gig, like they're showing like a backstory so you don't forget about them.
Right.
It's going to be a while before they show up again. You know what I mean?
All right. Al, did you have anything you want to add on that Loki, brother?
I do, and it's going to be brief. I haven't seen the second episode, man. I'm gonna watch it tonight before I go to sleep. I was like X-Man. I found the first episode to be very, very humorous and funny. I like the subtle and non-subtle nuances that they put in the first episode because they damn near pretty much talked about the multiverse of madness. Like at the beginning when they were going through when what is that clock or something, when they did that little thing when Loki went through the line and he had to look at that introduction, they started talking about multiverse and there's a madness to it and all kinds of old crazy stuff. I'm like, so they basically trying to put hints in there, unless it's a red herring, to kind of say that this movie this show is possibly tied to the multiverse of madness, which in actuality makes a lot of sense considering what the Time Variance Authority does. So I like it, man. I mean, I've come to take the Disney shows with a grain of salt. I think some people look at one show and they expect the same out of all shows, but from what they've presented to us thus far, Okay, so you had the Punisher book and X had the Loki book. Is there some type of significance between the two? Are they supposed to fight in the next episode or something?
One of them is Mephisto.
Punisher versus Loki, fight on. But
I just showed it because we talking about Loki. That's all.
Oh,
and it
okay,
was right
cool, cool. But yeah, man. I mean, I think, and with the Disney Plus movies, man. I mean, shows. I think you have to go into them with an expectation of, okay, I want to check this out and see what it looks like. Tom Hiddleston, man, he's a phenomenal actor, man. And like Barbarian said, Owen Wilson, he knocks it out the park. I wouldn't have never expected Owen Wilson in a Marvel property, but I didn't expect Julia Louis-Dreyfus to be in a Marvel property either. So I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Where it's at, man. That's job security if you get in one.
Right, exactly. But I mean, overall, man, I'm looking forward to seeing how the show ends. My only caveat to these shows, man, is that we got cliffhangers. I mean, we got cliffhangers hanging off of WandaVision. We still got to figure out what's going on with that, you know. Then, of course, you know, with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, with the new Captain America movie, we probably got to wait 2 years to figure out what's going to happen with that. So that's the only thing as far as my drawback in regards to these shows. So Marvel need to step it up, man, and make these shows more congruent with the movies, to where we don't have to wait like 2 or 3 years before we see the end results of what's going to happen from the Loki movie, or the Loki show, or WandaVision, or Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I like what I've seen so far in Loki, man. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it. So,
Sean,
I enjoyed it, man. I'm liking the actors in there, Tom and Owen Wilson being awesome. What the hell?
I thought that was James Earl Jones for a second.
Hey man, that's a character. That was the caricature that I did. I showed it to y'all.
Oh, it threw me off, man.
I was like, what is that?
Somebody
had a Moses.
That's when he turned into the snake and
like
Conan the Barbarian.
Hey bro, my name ain't no Tulsa Doom, man. I don't know.
I'm done, man. I enjoy Loki. I can't say no more.
Right, like I'm out. That's it.
Hey, my bad. I didn't mean to disrupt your train of thought, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, one thing I will say, especially about that first episode, I loved how when he actually sat down and watched the entire thing and how it played out, how it humbled him so much, and that leading up to that, just seeing how he was so anxious to get the Tesseract, and then Buddy opened up the drawer and there was a drawer full of Infinity Stones, and you saw him just like, he was like, what? And then like, oh, it was so good, because up to this point,
they're insignificant.
Right, because I'm sitting here. I was up until that point. I had forgot all about, like, well, they only good in that universe.
Yeah,
you know. So that was dope. He's talking about they using his paperweight.
Yeah, right. That's what I tripped out. Like, damn,
yo,
all these people done died in this paperweight.
Right, and that one tear that started bubbling in his eye when he saw what's her name, his mama,
Frigga. Yeah.
When he saw her die, I was like, okay, this show finna be amazing. Yeah. Just little stuff like that.
When he saw himself get choked the fuck out by Thanos, he was like, damn, I died.
When he turned back into a frost giant.
Hey, but do y'all remember the fear that Joker had in his eyes when he saw that?
Yeah.
Like Thanos had that Joker by his throat, man, and when he tried to stab him, he said, no, son, you weren't an instant. That actually, and you know what, I'm glad you said that, X, because that actually gave Loki at that point a side of humanity that we never saw. Because at that point, he knew that he was expendable, no matter what his machinations and schemes are, as far as him wanting, global planet, universal domination. It's always somebody out there better than you.
Or not only that,
I think he realized that.
He told him straight up, dude, it ain't in the cards for you like that.
Right.
no matter what
He-
timeline you go down, you ain't gonna end up being
Right.
that. So therefore, you're just doing all this out of being just a piece of shit.
And
Right.
and
Yeah,
showed him that his grand scheme was nothing.
Nothing.
Right,
Nothing.
yeah.
It was for nothing. All you could do is either help people or die.
Right.
You're gonna die. So
Like
Yeah.
your
Right.
whole grand scheme was to overthrow Thanos
Yeah.
and got worked. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
none of it worked. None of the shit you thought you were smarter than nobody. Nobody.
And then when he sat down and Owen Wilson walked back, what is his name? Mobius.
Mobius, yeah.
When he walked back in there and Loki was sitting down and he told him it was just he's like the killing was just all a part of the show. You know, it's all everything is all a part of the show. So I don't mean to do it, but I have to do it. I really enjoyed that little part right there too.
Yeah, it's good, man. Two episodes in, and like I feel like they. I mean, right now, man, they printing money, man. They can't do no wrong. They just keep sticking to the script, and they put out the right shows at the right time. Like, and even if they don't, the shows are going to be watched and they're going to be good.
Yeah.
Because basically, they're just shooting mini movies, and then they're just breaking them up. You know what I mean, and giving them to us in. And which I think is amazing because they're getting look at when they were at the Time Variance Authority that on the first episode you seen everything like going around the whole just the infrastructure of where they were. I was just like, man, and this is just on Disney Plus.
Yep.
I was like, my membership bet never run out.
Speaking of the TVA, right? Just imagine like would this conversation be going this way right now had COVID never happened and Black Widow would have came out before all this stuff came out like it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine how much different it would go.
To not have died. Everybody would have been mad that she was dead. They would be like, man, you got to bring her back. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it would be because that was fresh. When she died, everybody was like in shock and then COVID happened. Right. And then her movie was supposed to come out and it didn't happen. So she didn't have nobody really fighting for her. Where now they're gonna be like, oh, if this would have came out then, you know, everybody would have been wanting more Black Widow.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Because that was what everybody. What I remember most coming out of Endgame was that she died, and she was the only one that didn't come back. Like everybody else came back, and they was like, oh, no, you go and stay here. You can't come back.
No, she gone. She gone because Gamora didn't come back. This is a different Gamora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's still gone. So.
Oh yeah, because she died too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell her to get the
Mm-hmm.
Poor
that too.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Poor Star-Lord.
No, man, Star-Lord don't need to be.
I'm talking about that cup check he caught.
Oh yeah, he need a foot up his ass forever for that shit.
Yeah, I agree too, and I think everybody that was in that whole scene should have got dusted. Well, I think they all should have got dusted because you mean to tell me it's 6 people there and not one could have just slapped him for 1 second. Doctor Strange couldn't cast a spell to like take his mouth away like they did in the Matrix.
Oh, Nebula didn't do shit. She was the one right next to him.
Right. She was already working against the situation.
Oh, you talking about Nebula?
Yeah.
Nebula was standing right there and didn't do nothing.
Yeah, she wasn't doing it no way.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, father.
Marvel's Dark Ages began. Descend into darkness. Does anybody have any
Didn't they just come out of darkness? Didn't the symbiote just swallow the planet?
Yeah, wasn't that Black?
So is this stories from when the world was dark? Is that what this is about? This is just a movie.
Yeah, this is pretty much.
If there was like 30 tie-ins to the 12-issue miniseries, what hero did they not tell me about during the darkness?
That sounds like Civil War 2.
Man.
I know I won't be buying it, so you can skip me when it comes to asking me mine.
Yeah, you can miss me about that. I'm not gonna be.
I know nobody.
Me too. I know somebody who will. I
don't. Straight to no, Chris, it's on you. Remo.
And
that's it.
I'll pass, man.
Yeah. I don't think. I'm good.
My pockets ain't that deep to borrow them tie-ins.
Right.
If she comes back from an
Right.
alternate universe like Gamora, it ain't gonna be the same one, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, it would be a different
It'd
one.
be a different Black Widow.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the Black
Hey,
Widow.
it's gonna split off into the timeline, so the TVA got to go and put those things down to reset time.
They
Right.
can't because she's
Right.
dead, so they would have to go before she, Because
Well,
remember, you
that's-
said the Avengers did what they were supposed to do. That's why
Right.
they're not in jail,
right.
because they were trying to do the best thing.
Even
whatever.
Cap.
Yeah, they thought it was. They thought they were supposed to do that to keep the timeline intact or to prevent whatever. So they.
Right.
I forget how he explained it, but basically they fucked up, but they didn't do it maliciously. Like,
No, it was predestined.
yeah, they were supposed to do it that way. Yeah, so
Yeah, they did it like that because even in the second episode they were saying how how they're untangling everything.
Yeah, right.
And then, Loki was like, well, what'll happen once they finish unraveling all this? And he said, well,
it will go to the end.
right.
We'll finish out the timeline
Mm-hmm.
happily.
All right. Main event of the
No.
evening.
No, Gamora wasn't the only one to come through.
Main event of the evening.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. I see what
E3
you're talking about, yeah.
is on life support. Did you know this week, man? I forgot E3 even happened to somebody.
I did too.
Same.
I did too.
I did.
Somebody texted me, say, hey, man, you watch E3? I was like,
You know about it because one of my coworkers was like, "Yeah, I stayed up the whole time to watch Xbox or whatever, and I missed it."
I heard it was nothing but letdowns.
Yeah,
well,
Man,
you,
E3 will. Go ahead, y'all. I'm gonna say my piece.
the one of the rumors that I heard, this was yesterday. I'm just not getting caught up on everything. They were supposed to do Marvel vs. Capcom. That didn't happen. Clearly that didn't happen because we've been talking about it, right? That didn't happen. No God of War. Nothing of substance. Only thing that I know that came out of E3 that I heard about was Madden 22 and who on this planet give a god outside of that.
Well, you should have known
Sony
you when you hear
didn't
nothing
do
about God of War because they had just recently announced that they got pushed back to 2022.
I mean,
later 2022. So
Plus,
I wouldn't expect to hear nothing.
Sony didn't even have a conference.
Sony didn't even do it. Yeah, they didn't do a
Yeah.
presentation.
they wasn't even there this year, so I
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
They skipped out.
And they probably already knew the rest of everything else was gonna be trash. So they're like, we ain't worried about it. They keep talking about Spider-Man and the multiverse and Craven.
yeah, I was just like, nah, this E3 needs a full-on rebrand, or either they need to just go ahead and bow out, man.
Give up
Go
the
ahead.
ghost.
Need to stop.
Give it up, man. Yeah.
Like did they even mention Final Fantasy?
Nope, because Sony didn't present.
Yeah, they didn't present.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
so there was nothing.
Sony's probably like, well, shit, ain't nobody got a PS5 but a select
Right.
few. So what we gonna come out and tell them about what they ain't gonna get?
We already did that trick once.
Yeah, y'all ain't getting shit because you ain't got one.
You know,
You ain't
I
gonna
believe
get
it.
PS4.
I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
PS4
Like, they
ain't
can't do
getting
it again.
nothing, so everybody ain't
Right,
getting
like-
nothing.
Y'all
like when I
lucky
came home on the side, I think the Xbox show was on. I didn't even know it was an E3. I thought it was an Xbox special or something like that. And then I was like, it's E3. I'm like, what? It's E3? I didn't even know E3 existed this year.
Yeah, it was streaming live on YouTube.
Yeah.
I saw some.
And another thing why E3 is not really needed, because all the stuff they show, I don't need to watch their press conference on that or their video
Right.
conference. I could wait and watch the trailers later on YouTube.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
there's really no need to sit through a conference that could be mediocre as fuck, and you only in it just to see the games that you want to see. I could just skip that and just watch it on YouTube later when they post
watch
all the
the
videos.
review. Yeah.
That's right.
So from what I understand, like I just read Jace's comment, it's not hard to have the best showcase when everything was trash though. You know what I'm saying?
But you would think though that these third-party companies would be producing dope games for these platforms, but doesn't seem like that's what's happening. It seems like
Nope.
the companies themselves are coming out with the best content.
Didn't Nintendo even talk about the new Zelda?
We're not
Or
talking, man. I'm so pissed about it. My daughter has a regular Switch, and they're already saying like all the stuff that's coming out now is only going to be compatible with the new
and
Switch.
I heard they didn't say nothing about the Switch Pro.
That's what I'm talking about. The Switch Pro
Yeah.
is everything's going to be only compatible with that. So you're not going to really be able to use stuff from like you're not. I mean, basically, I'm going to have
It's
to
not
buy
backwards compatible.
Yeah, I'm going to have to buy her a brand new console. Like fuck that.
I kind of, you know what though? I kind of saw that coming because if you look at the Switch Lite, you can only play single player games on that. So,
right.
You know,
Yeah,
I saw them going that way.
But she want a gaming PC. All right, I'm like, I ain't paying that gaming PC. At least she already like, yeah, I want a gamer too.
She's trying to jump on that PC master race already, man.
Yeah, like you buy a chair too. A chair is $250. I'm like, I better buy you a PS4.
Ooh.
Talking about buying a gamer chair and a gaming PC.
Hey, I got a PS4 Pro over here.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Well, I mean, E3 was garbage, man. It was purely old garbage, man. I'm with Jace. I mean, Capcom, Ubisoft, Take-Two. It was just. I mean, E3 used to be a show. E3 used to be a show where developers used to come chomping at the bit, man, to try to show off their wares. They basically were there to show, hey, we working on this, we work on that. We want y'all to get excited so we can take y'all money. Fun fact, a lot of people don't know this, but when E3 first started, it actually started in Atlanta. It was a live show in Atlanta. And I remember the last year that it was they before they took it over to the West Coast, I could have went, but I didn't go. And I kind of hate that. But E3 is a shell of its former self. I mean, E3 does not. I mean, this year you would have thought that because of the pandemic last year, and you know, with us hopefully coming out of this pandemic, that these companies would have been like they would have had their best foot forward. Capcom would have put like the Marvel's Capcom 4, whatever they're working on. It was abysmal because I actually sat through part of theirs, and then in disgust, I just got up. And if I didn't like my TV, I probably would have threw a remote control at it. But all they showed. I mean, all Capcom showed was footage from games that already existed, and then they teased DLC for Resident Evil 8. That was it.
Yeah, them fools was out chilling this whole time.
Right, Take-Two.
I only got 3 more trophies for our platinum that game.
Congratulations, sir.
The game is tough.
I can believe it. But I mean, as far as it goes, you know, Take-Two, they had a panel on diversity, and I sat in on that. And I'm sitting here like, dude, y'all, man, people don't want to hear this. Yeah, diversity is good, but I want to see Grand Theft Auto 6. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have your powwow about diversity at a later time. Show me some damn Grand Theft Auto 6 where you could drive from Georgia to Florida in Grand Theft Auto 6, and that you could go to malls and walk into malls and steal shit. That's what I want to see.
Diversity to
you know what I'm saying?
Change your character any color you want to.
Did Xbox bring up Bethesda? They did. What did they show?
Nothing.
Starfield, which I ain't even care about that. And then Bethesda came out and apologized to us PlayStation owners because Starfield was going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Well, everybody should have already known that, though.
Right.
You know, I'm kind of sad about that because I ain't gonna get a Evil Within 3. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna go get an Xbox just for Evil Within 3 if they bring it out.
Like I said, nothing.
Right.
That Take-Two panel was so embarrassing because I knew the moment that brother spit it out his mouth, you know, they don't see people like me reacting to games trying to say they ain't no black people. Man, there's a whole bunch of black folks on YouTube reacting to video games, talking about video games.
Twitch, everything.
You got 6 on the panel right now.
Yeah, we talking about it right now. What you
Exactly. And he said that shit. My eyes rolled so far back in the head, I could have turned into the Undertaker and chokeslammed his ass, man. That was stupid.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was in that. I watched that stream because I think it was Wednesday, and I was off. I think it was Wednesday. I can't remember, but anyway, I was in the stream, and I said, my remark was, remember when E3 showed video games and had an excitement about further future games coming out? Pepperidge Farm remembers, and then I just left. I just left because I mean, video games. E3 is a place to go to see what you're gonna buy next. What money do you gonna have to come out and shell out for a particular property or something? Now, certain independent titles I saw that were interesting, but from these major companies, man, no.
he said earlier that Nintendo fans say they won E3 because of Zelda. I'm like, Nintendo fans are the most delusional fans out there, man. They think that this shit is so superior that they say, "Oh, we won E3 because of Zelda." Get the fuck out of here, man.
Right.
What are you winning though? I mean, what are you winning? Just the old Zelda game. What's the prize?
I would have been more happy if they would have made Metroid look, a lot better.
Right.
Shiny turd is still a shiny turd.
Yeah.
That's right,
man. We don't need another Zelda. We need the other platform games.
I don't ever get back to the E3 the way it was when we grew up, man. I mean,
it's not gonna happen, man.
No.
Because the reason why is that instead of these companies, man, instead of putting action, from putting words to action, they just talking. Like I said, man, the Take-Two, I was really disappointed in that particular panel because this is where people come to get, like I said, the latest news on video games and stuff. Diversity is cool. I don't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, is what you're going to offer to your consumers in order for us to be excited or interested about the next property. Take-Two should have been putting teaser trailers out there by Grand Theft Auto 6. I would love to see a new Bully game. I don't know if y'all ever played that game. Dope game.
Which one?
But Bully. It was basically set up like Grand Theft Auto, but the guy was in private school.
He had a kid with a uniform on.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, it's disappointing, and I don't see it happening now because the shift has gone from putting out quality games or teasers to basically trying to make sure that all is well in the world of video games and equality and stuff. And it bothered me too, Sean, when I heard what he said. And I'm like, come on, dude. I mean, I know a gang of black guys that play video games. I know several YouTube channels that talk about video games. So what is the end game as far as what you're trying to say at this particular point, man? I was disappointed, man. I was highly disappointed. I'd rather go back in time and subscribe to Electronic Gaming Monthly and hope that they ship it to my address currently in 2021, man.
You know what's one of the problems? One of the problems
at GameStop or the one that you subscribe to?
EGM, man.
Oh no, that's the one you had to pay for.
Yeah, you had to pay $19.95.
Yeah, you had to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
But here's a problem with the gaming world now, especially since COVID came out. These companies seem to be more interested in remaking and remaking games, old titles, instead of bringing out new content. Like they're talking about remaking Metal Gear. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about remaking The Last of Us, the first one. You know what I'm saying? They just remastered it not too long before Last of Us 2 came out. Now you're talking about remaking it. And dude, like I hate to say this because I got the remake of Resident Evil 2 and 3, but they felt completely different, but it was also decades since we had those games, so it was much needed, so to speak.
Right.
And you basically made a brand new game. But some of these games, like, how are you gonna remake Metal Gear Solid? Like, how are you gonna remake it and beat Psycho Mantis? That was one of the biggest things about that game was having to take it out of the first player slot and put it in the second player slot. How you gonna do that on these next gen consoles? You know what I'm saying? Like you just gonna have to get a Bluetooth and just talk your way through being it. That's gonna take away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. This
And you know what's funny?
They
Metal
can't
Gear
mess it up,
Solid.
that's for sure.
Metal Gear Solid was probably one of those games that a lot of people want to remastered and stuff, because remember when Nintendo had Metal Gear Solid remastered on the GameCube, but it was only exclusive for the GameCube, and a lot of people was upset. Like, man, that game was a PlayStation gem. It's classic.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people even my brother, he's a big MSG fan, MGS fan, and he wants that game remastered. But I see your point, Xavier, with that whole Psycho Mantis battle. Like, how are you going to recreate that? You know, when it was such a unique thing on the PlayStation with how they did that. So it's going to be different, but that's a game that a lot of Metal Gear Solid fans really want to be remastered and redone.
Just don't mess it up.
Here's the thing: instead of remastering it and remaking it, put that money toward giving us something to make up for Metal Gear Solid 5. You know what I'm saying? That game was trash. I don't care what nobody says. That game was hot garbage. I love Metal Gear.
I never even finished the game, Zay.
I didn't either. If they made it free right now on the PlayStation Plus or whatever, I still wouldn't download it. I mean, it was too long, too stupid, too dumb, and give us something else. Stop trying. First of all, they should have known that game was gonna be trash when Kojima was on his way out of Sony anyway. So I even bring that out. You think he gonna give you his all and he on his way out? Come on, bruh.
That was Konami that was messing him over, and he was like, man, he didn't even get to complete the game. Like the game wasn't even 100% completed. So that tells you right there.
See what I'm saying? Just give us something.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, just find a way to bring back Silent Hill. You know, it's proven. Here's the thing: it's proven that it'll work because Silent Hills basically turned into Resident Evil Biohazard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That PT demo turned into what we saw in Resident Evil 7. So it's out there. People want to play it. People want that. So do that. Stop trying to go back to this old stuff.
You know people what they want.
They just gotta, like I keep saying, they can't mess it up. They gotta keep some of the elements from all of the Metal Gear series that are unique to him, like the stealth mode and stuff like that. Like they gotta keep all that in the game and just make it open.
Like redo Snake Eater if you're gonna redo one. You know what I'm saying? Let me enjoy how beautiful this game will look while Big Boss is destroying me and disassembling my gun every time she touched me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or if you want to revisit a game, remaster Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and have it on this next gen now. See how much money they get from that.
You know what I'm saying? The last 10 years.
Like I buy it all over again.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Just give me HD version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
As long as I can literally go into practice mode and just let it run while I go to work and come back in bed to buy all them costumes again, I'll be all right. That's all I need.
All right. Special new segment. What's on your mind? We're gonna go around the panel. And we're gonna ask everybody what is on their mind, what is troubling you, what's your thoughts, what's going on in the comic book community.
I want to start off. Because y'all know, y'all seen the post I did a couple weeks ago. You know, I'm gonna revisit it because that was the one thing that irritated me that day we went to those shops was the damn sign saying, due to fluctuating prices, we're gonna have to price the books at the counter, so don't touch any of our books on the wall. And as soon as I saw that shit, I was like, I ain't digging through none of your boxes because what's the fucking point? You know, these comic shops, and I posted it on Instagram and got so many responses because a lot of people like, I'm not shopping at no store that does this shit, and we've talked about it on the panel. I mean, Remo, you even talk about guys taking out books while you digging for books and repricing them. But at least he's repricing them, even if we don't like seeing that shit. I don't like
Remo
digging
said
through
that several
bins.
times.
I don't like digging through bins, see no prices on them, and then I gotta find out that I gotta go to the counter and they'll price it for me there. I'm like, bitch, don't show me that shit.
Hey, shit, the way I look at it, they already priced.
Yeah, and at the fucking counter.
Cover value.
But
That's what it is.
They don't want to put it on the stamp on the books, because at Emerald City they use Overstreet. None of the books were priced in the bins, but they come up and say, hey, I can price your books for you. But buying them told me they use Overstreet. Overstreet could be good, but I'm like, if you're gonna do that, just put the fucking prices on the books. You know, take a day or something, go through your collection, put the prices on the books, and then just finish it off. That way I know what I'm looking at when I'm digging. And then at VNC Collectibles, when we met Sam Jones, it's like, I really want to go through their bins because they had a lot of bins. But then I see the signs and I'm like, nope, not going through them, man. And then any shop I go to that I see something like that, they ain't getting my money.
You know,
you need to key that statement right there, that comment.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I got the timestamp on it. We're gonna pull that timestamp. Might have to pull this next timestamp because see, Sean is right in line with what me and Al was talking about this afternoon. We got a Shine here who has gone through the dollar bin and pulled all the books that was in the dollar bin that wasn't selling. And has marked the books up $3 and $5. These are the same books that was in your dollar bin that were not selling, which is why you put them well, fellas, in the dollar bin.
Dollar bin,
exactly.
And now you go back and then you reprice the books $3 to $5. You know, it's the fucking Wild West at these comic book stores. It is quick draw McGraw. It is, I'm gonna get you before you get me. It is just like Spider-Man at the end of the movie with the old classic Spider-Man pointing at each other. I'm gonna get you before you get me. These store owners have gone mad. They've gone mad. They've gone ballistic. It is Spec City. They sit around. They get up. They wake up. They go to the store. They go to the key collector. They go, oh shit, it's on the key collector. It's got the alert on the key collector. I got to mark it up by 30% at all costs. Oh, you want that book off the wall? You want this book off the wall? Well, let me see what eBay say.
I sure hope that book don't fall.
You want to see what eBay say? eBay say it is $2,000, so therefore I must charge you $2,800. They have gone crazy.
For a book that's not even graded.
That's not even graded. VG. What they sell in the books, y'all? VG 7.5, 6.3.
NM.
NM.
This is near mint out of my dollar bin.
Right.
Not CG, not CBCS, not CGC. OBO.
Wrinkled up bags, no boards, but this is a $80 book.
Not pressed, not clean.
It's
Color
green.
rub on the back.
Orange pages, not even yellow, just orange.
Orange.
And I have seen, me and Al in the last couple of weeks have seen books that look like dogs have chewed them up at top dollar. Dogs have chewed them up at the highest dollar. Listen, man, the comic book industry, if we keep going this way, if these books keep going the way it's going, how the fuck these stores gonna stay open? How are so many brick and mortars gonna stay open? They're not.
What I don't understand, you so stuck on speculation, but the true speculation should be, if I'm not selling these books, then what's the point of me having a store? I speculate I need to sell these to keep my doors open. That's what your speculation should be.
Y'all saw the recent store that I went to down in Tifton. The guy said, "Hey man, Sean, did you see the haul, Sean?"
I'm glad you made it back safely from Tifton too.
Okay, yeah.
You talking about that video at that comic shop?
The one, no, the haul video I just uploaded.
Oh, the one recently.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that one yet.
The one that was an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, you got to watch it in segments.
Man,
gotta get you a Red Bull or a 5-hour energy shot.
An hour and 24 minutes.
Some nachos.
So I fell asleep for a second. I woke up. I was like, oh shit.
Hey, I'm gonna get Sean.
He literally meant world premiere on that one too.
Hey, I'm gonna get Sean.
Hey, wait.
Hold on.
You put on 4 parts.
That's another hall.
I got a question. Hey, I got a question about that because Sean kind of touched on what I was finna say. How is it that your camera kept dying on 14-minute interval video, but your camera didn't die at all in an hour and 20 minutes?
Hey, smart ass. Because I didn't use the digital camera. I used my actual video recording camera, jackass.
I'm just saying.
Because I got tired of that shit.
Hey, $5, $2, $2. You know you repeated yourself every time you said something.
I did okay. But let
Storm
me
Shadow.
So,
in case y'all missed it, Storm Shadow.
So the guy that I got
$6 for all 5 of these.
Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me.
Hey, so hey, fuck you. No, but seriously,
I was like, after a while, I was like, dang, this brother got a gang of books. Now this all. So
he had 15
had a couple of short boxes in the back seat.
Hey, Sean, so I went down to Tifton, man. And so I was on my way back, and I stopped by the store that was down there. And so I went to shopping or whatever. And so the guy had, I'll give you the spoilers so that way you got to sit through all that. But I got the first appearance of Red Sonja. He sold me a book that was probably a grade 7, had to get at least minimum of 6. And I asked him, I said, well, how much you want for it? He looked at me. The guy looked me dead in the face. He said, I know this book probably selling for about $600, $800. He said, man, but I'm going to let you get it for $80, man, because I got to get shit out the store. Bro, I looked at him and said, this is, hey, bro, you got a customer for life. Bro, sell the shit and get it out the store. He's in Tifton, fucking Georgia. Tifton! Anybody else from Georgia know where the hell Tifton is? We talking back behind God's back. I'm talking behind God's back. Who's going to Tifton buying $800, $1,200 on a comic book?
I'm just surprised you got out the car in Tifton. them branches are thick in Tifton.
But I'm telling you, man.
Hey, so you saying that brother at the shop was just as surprised as Matt to see him there? He's like, damn.
Right.
Brother, since you up in here, I will let you have it, man.
Right. You might not make it home, sir. Go ahead.
Hey,
I can't believe my eyes.
Like, you really, I got a customer for life because your life ending, bruh.
But let me tell y'all, man. My biggest gripe, man, is that these stores, especially in these major cities, man, because they know they're in a populated area. They pull this shit, and then they sit on these books, man, and then they look, man. I was in the store the other day, and Al, I've told this story to Al. X, you ain't heard this story. I'm gonna tell this story to Al. I was in this store that shall be remain named, and this guy comes in. The store owner tells me, he said, "Hey, I got this guy. He's ordering all of Jupiter's Legacy, whatever. Sean, Chris? What's the new one that just came out? Jupiter Legacy.
Requiem.
Yeah. He said he's ordered a whole run. He's ordered all the variants, this, that, the other. He, just bragging. I got this guy. He got this and that. So I said, okay, cool. So said guy comes in the store. And so the guy comes in, and he's like, okay, man, I want to get my slab, and then I want to get my pull. And then he said, hey, man, do y'all have Nightwing? What was it, 81? Nightwing one just came out.
Yeah, 81.
You got Nightwing 81. Dude said sold out. Guy said, well, how the hell did it sell out in 20 minutes?
What?
The store only been over 20 minutes. He said, how did it sell out in 20 minutes? So,
bro, I got there at 5 o'clock and they had a table full of them.
Wait, this ain't that store.
Oh, okay.
So he said, so it's sold out. So the guy said, okay, well, it sold out in 20 minutes. And so immediately the dude was already perturbed. So he said, okay, well, let me get my pulls, let me get my stuff, you know. So then he goes out, he finds out he has a 1 in 25 variant in there in his pulls. So then he says, well, how much is it? I couldn't quite make out the price, but I could tell by his reaction he wasn't happy about it. Dude said, wait a minute. Are you telling me this is more than what it's going for on eBay? And the dude said, well, yeah, you get a free copy, you get a free cover A copy with it. Dude said, that don't make up for it. You don't make that don't make up for it.
Thanks for giving me $5.
And so then basically the dude looked at the other guy and said, hey, look, man, I'm about to start doing business with you. And so the store owner started looking crazy. And so he walked to the car. The dude got in the car, cranked it up, got back out the car, came back in and said, hey, look, man, I was getting ready to spend a lot of money with you, man. But you have completely lost me as a customer. And the store owner looked at dumbfounded. And he looked at me.
Because he was just bragging about the whole run that he was going to sell to.
He just let a dude walk out the store who bought a whole run from you. Had already put it down. Hey, whole run, bank it. I'm buying it every week. Go ahead and have it in there. You let this dude walk out the door because you think you want to price a book that you think that somebody's going to be coming in here to get off that's on eBay that's overpriced already because most of it on eBay is already inflated by 75%.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm trying to piece this together because it just hit me. The book that was sold out in 20 minutes, the Nightwing 81.
That was part of what he wanted to buy. He wanted to come in to buy
what book? But what book was a 1 in 25 that he got the free?
Legacy.
Okay, all right, okay. Proceed.
Yeah, Jupiter Legacy. It's a gold.
I don't.
Oh yeah. It just came out this week.
This came out this week. Gold and silver. And this dude wanted all that, and then he pissed him off so bad that he didn't end up getting nothing, and his ass was left holding the pot.
And left.
But he should have known though that when you ask for all the variants, and you literally say all the variants, then that means you want that 1 in 25 variant that goes with it, and they're gonna say, all right, this guy wants all the variants, so I'm gonna have to order this amount of copies of Jupiter Legacy to get that 1 in 25 variant.
Wait a minute. He done already committed to buying every single variant and copy with you, and you tried to shiest him? Like you upset?
Wait. Hold on. Now I'm trying to understand. So he even agreed to buy the 1 in 25 plus the 25 copies, and the 1 in 10 plus the 10 copies, or the whatever. 1 in 50. How he was going to do it for that title.
Yep.
And the guy tried to charge him double on
the eBay. Yep. He charged over eBay price and gave him
on just the variant itself.
On that one.
So he basically tried to charge him triple. Because he said it's more than what was on eBay.
Bingo.
That was like the guy who tried to charge me for the silk variant. He told me I had to buy 75 copies in order to get the 1 in 25.
What's going on?
I told you about that, right?
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I got it
right. Like your math is way off, home skillet. You want me to buy 75 books to get a 1 in 25?
Hold on, I gotta find that. Let me find.
Am I going to get the other 2 that's going to be coming in?
Right.
Yeah, let me see the email he sent.
These store owners have gone insane.
Bananas.
Insane. I'm telling you, man. I told y'all it's the Wild West, man. It is the Wild West. I'm telling you.
Barbarian saying that just tell us to shop. We need community service announcement.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, I've inbox. Hey, man. Inbox IG. Inbox me on IG. I tell you who it is.
Hey, is this shop named after a movie where these guys went on a trip to see episode 1 by chance?
This store is the store y'all have not been to in over a year. Let's put it like that. I'll put it to you that way. Well over a year.
And I'm gonna give you a hint.
Are there no cats involved? That's what I was gonna say. No cats involved. Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you a hint. 2 hints. Long Shot and Spawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Spawn. Okay.
Long shot is smart.
So he just hosted a con recently.
Yeah. So long shot. So and the dude, he told the guy was like, "Hey man, look, bro, I'm buying all this stuff, man. You know, I was gonna hook you up, man." And so he left.
He trying to recoup from the books he didn't sell. Yeah. That's all that is.
Hey man, you know, and so what I'm saying is, when is Al? This I sound like Al when I say this.
He trying to pay for the move that he want to do that ain't gonna happen.
When is enough? I mean,
when the doors close,
right?
And even then, there's still haggling and griping and going on.
My thing is, if you want to sell eBay prices, just sell on eBay. Don't even sell out the store.
Yeah, that's it. Sell on eBay.
Bottom line, man. Y'all know about
it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper doing it from home
than a brick and mortar.
Than in there a brick and mortar store.
Yeah. Hey, I'm seeing the shit we seeing catching on across some of these other channels because I saw somebody refer to it the other day as, hey man, the fucking museum. I told y'all.
Yeah, that's catching on. People are saying that.
Yeah,
people man tried to sell me a $3 pop for $25. I laughed at him.
I'm telling y'all, man.
You talk to the wrong person about pop.
Hey, Matt, Kingdom Comics did a video about that, about the con you and him went to. And somebody mentioned it in the comments. Like, yeah, these guys just there to show off their collection, like Kingdom said. They ain't looking to sell, they just there to show off.
Yep, they just there to show off, man. We want, hey man, we gonna pay you. We gonna pay
that's what Instagram for
the towel, for the table. We're gonna $450 for the table. We're gonna set up. We're gonna have big displays that go from the ground to the ceiling. We're gonna have every slab we got. We gonna just write this out. Hey, I'm a business owner. I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. We're gonna write this off as a vacation. We're gonna come and we're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna go to the swimming pool, and then we're gonna get little Billy Bob. He gonna go stand over there at the booth for an hour and a half. We're gonna get Joe Sam. He gonna stand over there for an hour and a half, and we're gonna get Pace Pot Pete. He gonna stand over there for an hour and a half, and they gonna just make it look like we selling books. And we want everybody to see what we got. We got all the old books. We ain't selling shit now, but we got all the old books. And then you can come talk to us about the books. And then if you want the book, like that Shine Bone that was at that show, we had one Shine Bone because we hadn't had a show since then. That, and if Kingdom's comment watching, he's gonna be laughing at this shit. This dude had a slab up there. The guy asked him, he said, "Hey man, how much are you selling that for?" The store owner then looks at him and go, "How much are you paying?" What the fuck? We're at a show.
What I said, I'll give you $3 for that slab since you want to be a dick about it.
Shree fitty.
The dude that asked him about it, I know him personally. I know him personally, and this dude is a big spender. And Xavier and Al know him too. I ain't gonna call his name because I don't want to put him out there, but he's an older guy. I throw that in out there. He's an older guy. We know this dude buy books. When it's time to buy books, he spend. This is a dude that go in the stores and he'll buy $400 worth of books and walk out with a box with no problem. This dude said, "Hey man, how much is that book?" Dude asked him, "Say, well, how much you trying to spend?"
I would say that's free comic book day.
He said, "Okay, I'm ready to leave." At the same show, because I forgot we hadn't had a show since then. So at the same show, another store that's here in this area had the first appearance of Juggernaut. The first appearance of Juggernaut. This book was signed by Stan Lee.
Say it one more time.
Grade 8.0. At a grade 8.0. At a grade 8.0. My boy asked him, he said, "Hey man, how much are you selling that book for?" Dude looked over, he said $8,000. $8,000. The cat that asked him said, "Oh shit, I left my $8,000 in my pants at the house. I got to go home. I'll see you later."
This must have been a 30.0 book.
It's gonna be interesting when this Atlanta Comic Cons come, because I know it's gonna be one jackass gonna be there. There will be a jackass, and we will record this jackass. This jackass will be recorded. I can let y'all know that right now. This jackass will be recorded, and we will run him on the "You Must Be Out of Your Damn Mind" segment. I promise you, he will be on that segment, because these store owners have lost their minds. They've lost their mind. The greed.
So if the book is $8,000, why would you even bring it to the con? Why wouldn't you have it on Heritage Auctions or something like that? Like, don't bring it. Ain't nobody walking around with $8,000 to spend on one book.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd rather, if I had $8,000, I'm gonna spend it over multiple books, not one.
And just put these high dollar books over there on the heritage auction, like you said.
That's it.
If y'all want that big time money, that's where that shit belongs.
Yeah.
Start bringing it to the circuit and trying to get some dummy. Most of us, we ain't falling for that shit.
No,
You can barely get up to pay $20
Right.
for the shit that you have out there now.
It's like I could spot a museum at a con when I walk in the door. I'm like, look at this nice display. This shit looks amazing. That's a museum. So I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna video it, get those prices, and I'm gonna keep on moving.
Oh, he don't have the wire racks. Oh no wire rack. He built that by hand right there with good old oak. It ain't going nowhere.
I just had it, man. I just had it, man. I just had it. And it's bad.
And, you know, and E-Rod did a video about a con that he went to in Jersey, and he said he was extremely disappointed. He paid $15 to get in there early. He got there at 9 o'clock. They wasn't even set up yet.
Yeah,
All the
that's
guys
right.
was still
Yeah,
fucking.
I
would've been like,
Stuff like that. And then the comments they had there, like most of the wall books were overpriced variants. He like, what the fuck is this shit?
He paid
He
them
like, it was only
$15
one good vendor
And
there. The
they
rest was
kept
trash.
the $15. I'm sure they didn't even probably give him his money back.
Sean, you would think.
Did he dig through the book? Like I would have helped him set up if I paid my money.
Right.
Fellas,
Don't mind. Hey, you mind if I help you set up so I can go through your books?
He paid to be an employee.
We have been sitting at home.
Right.
We have been sitting at home for over a year. They should be clamoring at the gates to get shit out to be sold.
They should have been there 3 hours early.
And they didn't even got the shit prepared and on time.
Bro,
Right.
I must have been, after that E-Rod video, right? I typed in the con to see if anybody else did the video, and somebody did the video. I watched that shit. Literally, you see boxes on the floors, guys trying to set this shit up on there, putting figures on the table and shit. The whole fucking con was like that. I was like, yo, how the hell these guys are not prepared to be ready when the con opens up? Even if it starts at 10, you have early access at 9. Man, and these guys at 9 o'clock are still putting this shit up.
That means at 6 o'clock, your ass should have been at the gate ready to check in.
Yep.
If that's the case, you might as well have your top dollar books already out and put the rest of the stuff out.
That's a reflection of that store owner, and that's a reflection of his prices. Because he's ass backwards in setting up, and if he's that ass backwards in setting up, then I know he's just as ass backwards when it comes to pricing books.
Probably was pricing it right there as he was setting up.
Well, that's the thing though. He said when nobody set up, so that
He
the
said
entire
there was
con
people set up, but those weren't the people.
Yeah, he said only when he went in there, only 1 or 2 booths was set up.
Yeah.
Everybody else was still trying to set up.
He always goes to, so he was gonna end up going to their booths anyway.
they ended up trying to
see the other people.
They were trying to trade with each other instead of selling. That's what that was.
Bro,
Man.
E-Rod said he brought books from a store or a flea market around the corner that he did at the con. He only brought like maybe 3-4 books at that con.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, me and Al talked to the store owner yesterday. That said the folks that was at the show, they rolled out and they went down to his store. And I can tell they went down to his store because a lot of stuff was gone. And so, I mean, some of these guys, man, their egos are killing them, man. Their egos. A lot of these guys' egos, man, they think because they make a big dollar sale here or there or once every 10 months that, oh, okay, well, shit, if he gonna buy it, the other folks gonna buy it. And it don't work that way. I've told y'all, and I'll tell y'all again, I will get in my car, I will roll my ass over the Rainbow Way up in Fayetteville, Georgia, so damn quick your head to spin. I told Al if it one fucking rain today, we'd have went up there today, and I would have came back with a box of Mylar. I mean, it's no problem for me to go up there and go get what I need to get. I mean, that's why I had an hour and a half long haul the other day. It was because my ass went up the Rainbow Way. And y'all, anybody know what Rainbow Way is? You know what's over there. Yeah, Rainbow Way.
That's what you boy Dave is.
That's Dave's, my man. That is Dave's. I'm telling you, man, these store owners, these folks better start realizing, man, that people don't have to put up with your bullshit. If you got a car and you're willing to put in the work, this is where a lot of guys fall flat in the comic community because they get fatigued because they don't want to get out and go travel. Sometimes you gotta get your ass up and get out. Unless you got that one store in the area that you know you can go to, you gotta get your ass up and roll, man. You got to go roll.
What I've been noticing and watching these shops is that the ones that want to make bread, they not trying to price their books high. They want to move them. They want turnover. They want to keep going. If they got 1,000 boxes and 500 boxes in the back, the faster they can get them boxes up front to where they can get more inventory, that's what they want to do. They don't want to be sitting on these books and those are people who buy these collections and want to gloat and show you what they got.
Or what they do, they overprice on purpose, knowing that they're gonna wheel and deal and get the price that they want to sell it for.
If they're willing to do that, but
right,
the ones I've seen lately, man, they're not willing to really. They'll cut you the tax, but like to really if you walk in there, you see some Silver Age on the wall. That's like let's say it's a $500 book. Like you might get that book for $4.97.
Oh, that's bullshit.
$4.90.
Ain't no Mike. I'm not gonna get that book.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get too much meat on the bone. Like they gonna get you for what they gonna get you for, which to me is like it's not worth it.
I was talking to my shop owner Juan last weekend, and we was talking about what happened to me a couple weeks ago at VNC, and he was like, all his back issues that he got in a certain section, $2. That's it, $2 back issues. Anything else that he gets in the collection, they make sure they go through it. They price up the ones that they feel are important, minor keys and stuff like that, and they put them in a specialty box. They got specialty box that are priced comics. So that way what you're looking at when you go through them. And then you guys talking about rolling down, traveling. Wait till you guys hit up Urban Legends. Bro, I'll tell you, y'all gonna have a suitcase full of comics coming from Urban Legends alone. When y'all make that visit down here.
I'm telling you, man. Al, you want to throw some stuff in there, man? So I see you stewing over that too, man.
No, man, I'm straight. Y'all addressed everything that needed to be addressed. I don't. I was gonna bring that up about that comic book store because I talked to Matt. Sometimes I call Matt to try to make sense of life when it comes down to comic books and stuff, man. Like I just don't understand, man, how a comic book store can have a gang of books, dollar bin books, and the whole lot, and then you turn around and you revamp your dollar bin section by removing books out of your dollar bin section that wasn't selling for $1, only to price it for $2, $3, $4, $5. For what? I don't. That logic behind that it doesn't make sense because if the books were selling at $1, they wouldn't be there. So you basically are setting it up to where you make the books basically gonna stay in the store because they weren't selling out of the dollar bin.
Yes, Xavier. Before you ask for yes, it's that store. Yes, before you.
The books that they had in the dollar bin that weren't even bagged are the ones that he marked up. The same ones that were cramped up in there. Oh my God! That
he took books, Excalibur books. Them Excalibur books was in the dollar bin forever. I'm probably the only Joker in Georgia that collected Excalibur Volume 1. That dude took those Excalibur books out of the dollar bin and priced them $2, $3, $4.
Them books are so thick, like they literally look like graphic novels.
I'm telling you what I saw today.
No, oh my God, no. Oh my Lord. I started to stop by there on Wednesday to buy a short box, and I'm glad I kept driving.
When you go there, take note of the dollar bin and how consolidated it is. It used to be that whole, at least half of that
back corner
row on there.
So he's basically saying that every book in the back issue bin has a value now.
Well, it go back to what I've been saying the whole time, man. It's gonna be a point in time. Any book at any point in time to these comic book shop owners, it can be considered a key. And at any point in time, they reserve the right to throw a $8 price tag on a book that ain't worth 23 cents.
Thank you, Al, because I was gonna say these books, those dollar bin books that he have, are not worth $0.25.
Right.
Majority, you may find one that is in decent condition, but I'm telling you, when I say those books are thick, they are thick. And I ain't talking about just at the top. I'm talking about you pull the whole book out and you would have thought it's been eating steroids for like the past 5 years, or however long they've been open.
So you saying
You
with
know what
two
I'm saying?
C's, not a CK, huh?
Thick. I'm talking about THEEEEK. Thick.
No, that's right. Yeah, I just
It's
think that,
depressing,
like,
man.
what kind of changed my idea about it was about a lot of this stuff is I've been buying, you buy books in the back issue, and I'll be the first one to tell you I don't like digging through these bins, longer than I have to. I like to walk up and get what I want. If it ain't there, it ain't there. So one day, call myself.
You can't go with us then.
So hold on.
I was about to say.
You cannot go with us.
Call myself curious. Start going through the 50-cent bin. Every book I had bought for the prior 3 months at cover price or a little bit above cover price was in there for 50 cents. And there was multiples of them when I only found 1 or 2 already bagged and boarded. I found the second print, those what do you call it? Those War Machine Punisher. Found those up in there. I found a ton of books for like a 50 cent, man. I'm talking about stacks of certain books. That one, that mystery girl that what's her name? Option and what's her name? It's supposed to be her production company or whatever. Anyway, I found a stack of those. I mean, I was just like, man, I'll never forsake a 50-cent bin again.
You know what,
I'm
man?
going through every last one of them.
Well, another thing that drives me crazy, man, is that while these store owners are pricing these books, they're not even taking into consideration the condition of the book.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It's 5
Right.
Oh,
pages, 5 pages missing. Because half of these store owners don't even take the time to go through the collection that they buy.
They just buy the collection and assume it's complete.
Let me tell you something. These books that I'm talking about, man, you would pray that they got dusted so the pages can get somewhat white again, bro. These books are horrible.
Yeah.
I'm talking like, man, these books came off the back. Look like they came out of old Michelob box, man.
You would have thought a cat really pissed on them books.
I mean, somebody still. I mean, but I'm telling you, man. Two guys right there know what I'm talking about, man. We seen this shit, man. I'm telling you, man. These stores, they have gone crazy. They've gone crazy, man. And what I like to see, man, and it's just not affecting us because, like Sean said, you go to the other guys' channels, they're saying the same shit. The same shit. These guys, man, these store owners have lost it, man. They've gone ballistic. They have completely lost the plot. And you would think, man, people are not getting back out. You would think you'd be this the most money you probably could ever make in the comic industry is right now. Right now. And if you're doing a show, you damn sure can make money. Exactly. But these guys can't even show up and set up shit on time, man.
Yeah. I just think that now these shop owners.
Hey, Barbarian, no sir. We ain't been there in a man, please. Look at that Al. What? Man.
Oh, Bill.
Oh no.
Oh, Bill.
No, but I will tell you this, man, that it you know it's bad when a store's reputation is so bad that when everybody in the comic community in the state knows
you
how it is when you go to that store. Everybody knows. That's when you know it and it's bad. Is when everybody like, oh well, you think you going up in there looking for it. It's kind of like that store that Remo just got through talking about. Now you go in there, ask me, hey man, what can you do for me on that, man? I priced it low as it can go.
Yeah,
that's low as it can go.
Well, it's a 9.2. It's not graded, but it's at about a 9.2, so I don't think there's very much wiggle room. What are you talking about? It's a raw copy,
right?
Like I always say when they try and say that about raw copies, it's like, are you guaranteeing that grade? If you're guaranteeing that grade, I'll pay that price. But if I send it off and it's not, if it's that or if it's below that, then I want a refund.
Send it off, bitch. You. Oh, that's like the third time I'm cussing from my son. You better take that in the. You better take that book in the office
and slap it.
and grade it right there.
Exactly.
Most of these,
Man,
most of these guys, whenever you see a Sean put the grade on the book, I already know it's ass backwards.
Yeah, if it's raw and I be seeing it, it'll say like 9.4. I'm like, dude, how do you figure?
Wow, I've been good at grading.
I'll give you $9.40 for it. That's what that 9.4 mean to me.
Right.
If you that damn good at grading, you need to be taking your ass down to CGC.
You shouldn't have
and help them get that backlog
a
situated
shop.
down there. That's what you need to be doing. If you can grade books that good, you need to be down there in Sarasota, Florida, wherever the hell is that. And you need to be down there with them folk grading books so that they can get this backlog filled up so the folks get shit sent in.
Hey, they must be with Minty Fresh in them.
that was a classic. All right, fellas. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get this train rolling. We're gonna go ahead and get our hauls lined up for tonight.
I can go.
You can go. All right, brother.
It's a few. It's a few. I already showed these three right here. The statics.
I just saw Barbarian's comment. He do look like old boy from The Simpsons.
You know, I told you about that joke. He reminded me of comic book guy. This dude looks just like comic book guy from The Simpsons.
I mean, split image.
I got that pop too, by the way. Batman 109. Variant cover. Prior cover. This one is Batman Second Son. You know, I just had to get it to keep going with the collection, even though I don't like the story, at all. I don't like it, but you know, I'm trying to give it somewhat of a chance. Got the B cover.
Nice.
And got Batman Catwoman. I can't even remember what issue this is. Number 5.
That's 5. That's the Master of the Phantasm movie post.
Yeah, I couldn't even. They didn't even have that cover. But got this one right here. Got Batman The Adventures Continues Season 2.
Nice.
And got the variant cover. I love this cover, by the way. So simple. I'm sure everybody has this one, but I ain't been on the show in a minute, but Nice House on the Lake.
Missed out on it.
They're doing a second print with a brand new cover.
Yeah, I saw that. And to me, that cover looked better than these.
Yeah.
Which it's a lot of second printings that look better than the originals, in my opinion.
Mother.
Got the Walking Dead Deluxe 16. Variant cover. Also got 17. Got a couple covers of this one. I love this one. They only had one, and Lord knows I snagged that one.
Thank you, Mother.
God of War. I still ain't read this series, but you know, at some point I'm gonna sit down and read them. I got Future State Gotham, and got the B cover. Went ahead and got Rorschach. This story is good, by the way. Like, it feels like the original Watchmen story. Batman Detective number 3, and variant cover. Feel like Matt. Detective Comics 1036. Also got 1037. Got the variant for 1037. Joker number 4. Got a couple of variants for that. Then you got Batman Urban Legends number 4. Got variant cover.
That's a dope cover right there.
And this variant as well. Then got Legends of the Dark Knight #2 with the variant.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that very.
Even though I told myself I wasn't gonna get this or keep getting it, but apparently since I got the foil covers for the other ones, I went ahead and got Berserker #3 foil cover. Or one
I
of the.
held myself with restraint, man. I didn't buy any of the covers this week, and I wanted to, but I was like,
I just got the one myself. Yeah.
I got Silver Coin #3.
I missed that one. I got to pick that one up.
Also got variant cover.
Ooh. Very nice.
I still got to read this one. It looks good, but I was like, I was on my Mac kick where I was like, hey, if it's Image, I got to get it. And I've been buying them off the covers alone just because I like the way they look. Excuse me. But I also got Black Cotton #1.
Oh shit!
But
I'm sorry, X.
this
Brooklyn is going to the house.
Are they really?
Going to the house.
Second printing of this one. Black Cotton #2. Excuse me. Black Cotton #3.
Airball.
And
was that an airball?
Airball, man. Durant hit nothing.
got Nightwing 81.
And then that, yeah. I got that cover too.
And I got a handful of pops to show off. Got the Hellbat Batman right there.
Oh, I didn't know they had one of those. I gotta get that.
It's a Big Apple Collectibles exclusive. Miles Morales programmable suit, the glow in the dark with GameStop exclusive.
Yeah.
That's nice.
With the Kung Fu grip.
Also got the other GameStop glow in the dark variant.
That's hard. Is that the clone?
Shaolin grip.
Huh?
That's not a clone, is it? Is that one of the clones?
That one was called the programmable mech suit.
Oh, okay.
I showed this on IG a while back, but
yeah,
the Walmart exclusive glow in the dark white vision.
That's hard.
And two more. Got the Nomad. Steve Rogers Nomad, and the final one is the World War Steve Rogers.
You see that book spiked that Nomad Steve Rogers,
and people don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
they have no clue what it is. They just buying it because of spec.
Yo,
man, I'll go next because I'm only going to show one book. I'm gonna keep it short and simple.
All right.
I picked this up at my shop like a week ago. So,
Matt, you gotta switch it over.
Yeah, I got it.
Star Wars Legacy #6.
Nice. Oh man, one hit a quitter.
And I got it for $5.
What?
One hit a quitter. Jesus Christ.
I saw that on the wall. Yeah, for $5. I was like, "Hey, put that in my box. I'll pick it up next time."
You talking about Urban Legend?
No, this is at my shop, Epic Comics.
Okay, Epic. Okay, I keep thinking Urban Legends is just shopping.
That's my second shop now. The amount of times I've been down there.
$5. I might have to get a flight down there to get.
You know.
Damn. I know. Remo wants to come down and everything. So that's all I got to show. I'll do a video on my other books.
All right, I got a few. I'm gonna go ahead and roll, man. I got a few. Remo ran my ass out there for a while.
You got more after that hour and 20 minutes?
There is more in the end.
More.
Good God.
So that's another hour?
Couldn't fit in the haul video. The 3.5 hours worth of haul video.
All right, we're gonna go right
say he got 3.
Infinity Gauntlet #3.
I'm hunting that one too, boy. I'm hunting that one too.
X-Force, Cable and X-Force, #1, first print. Got that.
Oh shit.
I got that, and I don't know where it's at. I'm not to look for it. I got the second print too. Picking up cool ass Incredible Hulk covers, picking them up, $8, $206. We got mint condition. Got another copy. Ghost Rider meets Werewolf by Night. Ghost Rider 55. Y'all see this book? Grab it. First appearance, first meeting of Ghost Rider and Werewolf by Night. We got one. We got 2 copies of Daredevil 55.
Look like Rosario Dawson.
That's
right.
I'm not seeing that.
I was just saying the same thing.
Daredevil 197, first appearance, Lady Deathstrike. Got that. On the wall.
I need that one.
Black Panther #1. Got that.
Lady Deathstrike is in Wolverine's Lady Deathstrike?
Yeah, before she
Before she Lady Deathstrike. Yep.
Really?
Yep. New Defenders 146. It's got something to do with Namor. I can't quite remember right offhand. That Avengers number 97. I find this is actually a key. I saw it the other night when I was cataloging, but it's actually a key. Wolverine Origins 5.
I've been looking for that book, man. God, I cannot find that book.
It's a hard one to find too, man. It's a hard one.
I was trying to find that sketch one.
Yeah, the sketch one is really hard to find. Young Allies, Marvel Heroes Reborn, Young Allies #1. Young Avengers, Volume 2, #1. $4. And then there it is. Second print right there. Cable there, #1. All right.
So it just got the blue stripe at the bottom?
Yeah, blue stripe. If y'all ever see those blue stripes at the bottom, those are second print. So if you can find them at a good price, then go ahead and grab it. We've got the Max number 30. Extremely hard to find not variant, but a black cover.
It looks good to be all black too.
Yeah, it is like it's damn near brand new. This might actually get slabbed. That's why I got it at my law. Also, it was another one. This was from down in Millersfield. And issue 23. I just like that cover, man. I just like that pink.
I wish they bring that show back, man. I love watching that show as a kid.
Yep. Oh, Max.
Man, if Amazon get their hands on that, boy, ooh, woo.
Speaking of Amazon, I mentioned this before. I would love to see them do this on as a cartoon. Savage Dragon.
Oh yeah.
109. And Shauna Tatum got them Savage Dragon for them hot them what is it, Sean? From 70 to about 120 or 100 to 125?
I would say about from 100 to. Oh wait, hold on, I'm muted.
You're not muted.
Oh, I thought it was muted. But yeah, and the hundreds are probably the hardest to find because you can find up to 100, but then after that, it gets difficult.
Yep, it gets insane. All right, Time Traveler AI #2. The sleeves. We talk about Batman and Catwoman. We show the sleeves. We got Batman #6.
Batman.
We got Laugh Comics 244. And we've got
Not
Laugh Comics 247.
Sam.
All right. This is a book that went nuclear as of late, but I was able to get it for good prices. Fantastic Four 353. Remo, if you're sitting over there, go look and see what this is going for on eBay. That's Fantastic Four 353. Just go look.
Is that the robot Human Torch, or is that Johnny Storm?
Fantastic Four 353. Look it up. Black Panther 50. Nice. Another copy. Most Savage Dragon. It was like Omar. Most Savage Dragon 129. Al Rainey, Alpha Flight Volume 2, #1.
That cover is sexy.
We got some Sam Keith. Marvel Presents.
Oh man, look at that hair.
Yeah, I mean,
man. Sam Keith, man.
Sam Keith.
Over exaggerated. I consider like him and Kelly Jones as the most over exaggerated character bodies.
Incredible Hulk. I just like that cover. I picked it up.
Yeah.
63.
They look like that Venom. Was it 3?
Yep. Hey, DT, if you're still in the chat, man, make sure you go downtown, man. He got a lot of Hulk books that's under price, so you can get you some good stuff. This was in a butt bin. I think Sean, this is what the second appearance of Sabretooth. What is the second appearance? I think it's the second appearance of Sabretooth. Or not
Probably
the second.
third.
Second or third. Yeah, it's one of those early ones. Sean, I bought this cover right here, man. I know you appreciate this. This is one of the sexy covers. It was white and it was all right. It's Red Sonja #4.
Oh, that's classic right there. That
Yep.
classic pink one.
Yep. And
Y'all seen what she been cast?
no,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same girl from Ant-Man too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Daredevil 323. Don't see that too often sitting in the box. I was like, shit.
Oh.
We'll pick that up. That's a nice Venomized
night.
cover. Classic Venomized cover there. So pick that up, and this is we can actually find this in abundance for a little nothing. Digimon #1. Street Fighter image. I just like that because they had all the characters on there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool cover. And then, believe it or not, man, got this book for $1.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, $1.
That's first print or second print?
That's
That's the third print.
third print. Yeah, third.
I got that copy.
Yeah, that's
I think about third too.
most expensive. Icon versus Blood Syndicate.
Oh man, I remember that
Icon
issue.
40. Yeah, it's a late Icon issue, hard to find.
I got that book.
RB9. Second printing of Secret Invasion. I've never
Nice.
seen it before in a while.
I got that too.
You got that one?
Yeah, I got a buddy, man. He passed away a little while ago. He went to a show up in Atlanta, and I asked him to get him. And he got me all second prints of that. But I didn't ask for it. But now I appreciate him getting it for me because I got the full run from 1 to 12, I think, and I just went and bought the A covers for all of them. So I got 2 sets. So
Nice. Usagi Yojimbo 20. We got More Savage Dragon 99.
Yeah.
We got More Savage Dragon 106.
Christmas cover.
And 83 with Madman.
Man.
And then Al, we got this is another book that's going nuclear. Alpha Flight 17.
it's Big Hero 6
Yep,
first
Big Hero
appearance.
6. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Picked up a couple of Magic books. We got Arabian Nights, which is one of my favorite card sets, and we got the Antiquities War. And then we got Power Pack #1, Volume 2. More than Max 25. We got Baby, He's in the House. Spider-Man, Storm City, Lugs.
Shut up.
We got Marvel Point 1, #1 for $8. We got this sexy Moon Knight cover. Vengeance of Moon Knight #8, I believe. I think it's 8. No, it's 2.
He's jumping all over Moon Knight now.
Mm-hmm.
The Magdalena #1 set for $5, 1, 2, and 3. And we got this. I don't buy too much Superman, but when I do, it's usually because I like the cover. The Action Comics.
That Joker fan.
Like, they be doing super wrong on his cover.
You know what? Hold up, man. I mean, you know what? Hey, hold up. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, boy. That cover racist as hell right there, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
Come on.
Yeah.
But what kind of rope they using?
Bruh, they always catching. Superman take L's on all his covers.
All his
Always
covers.
covers back there.
Ridiculous,
Always.
man.
Bitterroot #5 variant.
That's Buddy from that's Waylon Jones, ain't it? From Black Lightning.
Moon Knight Dynamic Forces variant number 1, Vengeance of Moon Knight number 1, 600 copies in existence. $15, sitting in a butt bin. Got that one. Star Wars High Republic.
Sure drop that real quick, then.
Right.
No respect.
This is the top cover.
It's got a certificate in it.
My favorite.
Right.
My favorite saga
nice.
cover, number 14.
Like he just went yard.
Nice.
It's my second copy. I love that. I just love the artwork on that.
Saga needs to come back, man. Shit.
The Living Dead number 1. Xavier, you appreciate this? The Dying in the Dead. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The Dying in the Dead. Vampire Hunter D.
Oh man.
What?
Oh
That
man.
is badass there.
Yeah.
And that's Stranger Comics too.
Yep.
Yeah, he said those are rare.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a comic.
Hey, you know it ain't if it's in Max Hall, it's extremely rare, okay?
Yeah, because he said they took the licensing or whatever afterwards and went with another artist or something.
The Max 28.
I'm be hunting. They ain't gonna never see that. I already know. I ain't gonna worry about looking for it.
So you like this here, brother? Witchblade 150. Michael Turner.
Never.
That damn Michael Turner, boy. He sure know how to draw some.
X, you'll like this. I first time I've seen this one in a while. This is Batman number 3, Third Friend.
That's I finna say that's a yeah.
Third Friend. Cool. I bought this just 'cause I like the cover. Storm Shadow number 3.
Oh, I was just playing when I said Storm Shadow and Snake Eye early.
And last one for the night is a book that I was sitting in a fucking bin. This is the one I was telling you about. I don't know if Shannon watching, but this is the book I was telling you about. I was sitting in a bin, and when I picked it up, I had to look around to make sure nobody saw me pull it up because I didn't want nobody to say anything. And so when I saw it, it was priced at an extremely great price. So I got it and got the fuck out of Dodge. You know, I was backing out like Grandpa Simpson going back into that bush. That's the way I went out to go.
You talking about Homer?
Incredible Hulk 102.
Wow.
$50.
Wow.
I was like, yep, let me get this and get the hell out of here.
Like the Toxic Avenger right there.
Yeah, let me get the hell out of here. So this is
Toxic Crusaders.
This is my second copy of this. And this will probably get sold. As Al would say, that this going up on debate. I'm gonna put it up. Y'all gonna look at that. I'm gonna be on. You must be out your damn mind. I'm gonna be on my own. Be on my own segment. Just in there. Yeah. So yeah, I tell. Hey, look at DT looking in the chat like what? Yeah, it was in the long box, just sitting in there.
You gonna slab it first before you sell it?
Yeah, I'm slabbing that. That's getting slabbed. This is
gonna be on there. $209,000.
At least a 2 something like that.
He bought 50.
All right, that is it for me.
DT said he'll buy
I see. I like. Hey, he said I'll buy it. Al Wolverine.
I got a few too, so I'm gonna try to go through this as quick as possible. So astonishing. This is so my back issues are first, and then I'm gonna go through some new stuff, and then at the end I got a little surprise for everybody. Thanks to Matt for looking out for me. All right, so Astonishing X-Men 46, and these are just back issues I've been pulling. Astonishing X-Men 57, Avengers 341, Avengers 362. Oops. There you go, buddy. There you go. Stay up there. Great. Okay. Avengers 179. Into Bloodhawk. I don't know who he is, but he putting a hurting on Yellow Jacket, that's for sure.
He looked like Mimic.
Avengers 289. All right, so these are all my back issues. New books. American Vampire, 1976, number 9.
Yeah.
Black Cotton, number 3.
That's real good, man. I missed that first one.
Same thing, man.
Children of the Atom, number 4.
You can still get the first one for like 25. Or first print.
Eve, number 2. I just got the A cover for that one, but it's dope.
I liked that variant, man. I couldn't get the variant.
My wife got it. The 1 in 10, John? Or the 1 in 25?
The cover B.
Oh, the B, yeah. She got
Excalibur, number 21. The A cover.
Oh, all the covers for the Hellfire Gala.
My homeboy. Godzilla. Monsters and Protectors. This is the Biollante B cover. I've only been buying B covers for that book.
Got a little Falcon Pride on there, don't you?
I guess so.
That little rise up in the bottom right.
Oh, what bottom right? What you talking about?
It say rise up.
Oh, talking about in the middle? No, that's my It's
I'm
a
talking about
digital
on the Godzilla. On the Godzilla. It say rise
Oh
up.
yeah. Oh man, that joke ain't no Falcons fan, man. Don't put that on him.
Hey, a lot of Falcon fans in Tennessee now.
Boy. God of War Fallen God, number 4. I like this series. It's pretty good. I have been reading this. Hellions 12, the Hellfire Gala variant. I didn't expect to get these, but I got 2 of them down at one of the shops downtown in Macon, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the rest of them. So I got Hellions 12, Rogue, Hellfire Gala. I got the Immortal Hulk number 47. This is about to come to an end. Infinite Frontier number 1. Calvin Ellis on the front. Dark Side holding the earth.
Michael B. Jordan.
Nah, bro. I love this. I love this cover, man. Like Emma Frost looks sexy in her diamond form. But this is Marauders 21. This is the Hellfire Gala connecting covers. I think it's like 6 or 7 of these.
They look real Louis Vuitton, huh?
Yeah. Nightwing number 81. I just got this one because Matt said get it, so I got it. North Force. Of course, y'all pretty much figure out why I got this. This came out.
There's 2 covers to that. There's the one that has North Force and then the one that has Savage Dragon. They both the same.
Yeah.
But they got different types.
Yeah, so I went ahead and got North Force 0 because, of course, I guess this is a play on Alpha Flight. I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah, it is.
Planet Size X-Men number 1. I got the A cover.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Planet Size X-Men. Proctor Valley Road number 4. Out of Body number 1. Superhero Static Shock. Whoop, whoop. I know y'all remember Lil Romeo and his theme song. So I got the A cover and I got the B cover. I wanted the Dennis Cowan, but they didn't have that one at the LCS. So I got these 2.
Man, I tried to watch that cartoon again. I couldn't do it.
Man, look at him, man. I couldn't watch it either because the animation is crude. This right here, I ordered the version. They got a version copy of this one on eBay.
You on that Sacred 6, man.
Bruh. Sacred 6. Hey, they got a version. I got the version variant coming for that one, man. Them Sacred 6, they some dope copies, some covers. Usagi and Jimbo. No, it ain't. It's defiled. Usagi and Yojimbo number 20. I got this one on the strength of Matt. So I probably get that. I ain't gonna lie. I probably get that one graded, and if it come up or something, I might sell it. X Corp number 1. I was late to the party getting this. Larry said it was pretty good. I like the covers how they got the number 1 issue as a milligram. So 1 milligram.
It's like Reservoir Dogs, ain't it?
Kinda. And then number 2.
Jones.
X-Force number 20, Hellfire Gala, a copy. Last but not least, had to get Matt props for this one. I be looking for some books. Now, I ain't gonna have books like Matt, but when y'all see this one, y'all gonna trip out. I'm getting this one slab. I found this one courtesy of Comics Plus. Matt was on the lookout for me because I had mentioned to him in passing that I wanted to get this book. So he found it. He was gracious enough to hold it for me. Took me a minute to get down there to get it, and I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, Fat Albert had a comic book.
Oh, nice. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids.
Yeah.
Number one.
What is in that cake?
Probably slag you just for the Cosby name alone.
What kind of Jello pudding is in there?
Hey man, it's frozen pudding on a stick. That's what Bill Cosby used to say.
But not eat it.
It's a bit too late for that, bro. Because I have consumed plenty of Jello pudding pops, and I'm sure you all have too.
Hey, I'm glad you at home when you ate them.
Hey, where Matt went? Oh, there you go. So, okay. But yeah, special thanks to Matt for looking out for me for this. So, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, folks.
Nice one. I like that one.
Nice. Mine is short and sweet because I'm gonna do a haul video from Matt with all the stuff I got. But I picked up most of these from Origins. Actually, I saw them on the wall because me and Matt were talking about earlier how they got stuff priced to move, and so I got the 1 in 25 variant for Dark Knight's Death Metal.
How much you had it for?
Hey.
$10.
Yo, if you just so happen to come across another one of those issues, please let me know.
Yeah, they had it on their wall because they revamped some stuff, so he had it up. He had that one, and he had the Wonder Woman one.
See, I need the Batman one to go with the pop.
And I've got the Flash, and now I got them, so I'm trying to connect the rest of them. Then a special order for the Black Panther. I got the fine art Peach Momo cover.
That's the only Peach Momoko cover I like so far.
I put it back. I liked it, but I didn't want to pay so much money, man. I already had the other.
And the Patrick Gleason.
I got that one.
Yeah, that's a dope cover right there, man.
Yeah. And then this was a find at Origins that, much like everybody else on the show this week, apparently got their little grails that they were able to come across. I was checking out at Origins when he put it on the wall up for sale, and I was instantly just like, well, I'll go ahead and grab that. So I was able to grab it for $20. Ghost Rider #1.
Nice.
First appearance of Danny.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not grabbing that book.
Yeah, that was the one you should have got, Remo, if you missed out.
I could not walk away from that.
I'm a Danny Ketch fan, so I have majority of that run. I'm only missing like 7 issues. And most of those issues are the shitty costume that they changed, and I hate that damn costume, man.
That light blue one?
Yeah, man.
That light orange, that fucking neon light orange, man. That shit was wrong.
But that's it for me, though. I'm gonna do a haul video for all the other stuff. So that's it for me. Remo with the haul. Look at it, getting ready.
Hey,
this is
Barbarian S was that the second print, Chris?
Huh?
Barbarian S was that the second print?
I have to check and see. I do not know.
How can you tell?
Go to the CLZ app. They'll tell you. That's one way to tell.
Is it a barcode on it?
No. It's Spider-Man. It's the Spider-Man.
You have to open it up and check the inside of that. The inside.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
That's the only real way to know. But I haven't opened it, so I have no idea.
Check your books. Check your books. So I started off with some of the stuff I picked up this week. I got the Static #1. Oh. Like that. Nottingham #4. I don't know if any of you guys are reading any of this. Pretty good, man.
I'm not, but I saw the actor that plays Bucky reading it on his Twitter, and I was kind of like, okay.
A couple copies of those. And this is the second or the third print of number 2. Yeah, something like that. This is the third print of number 1.
Nice.
This is the Star Wars High Republic number 5, the 1 in 10. Forget who this. It's the first appearance of this person, or this Jedi, or whatever it is, Hunter, or whatever. This is Miles Morales, number 27, the Rose Besh B cover or whatever. Got the A cover too. Then I got the Gleason, the Black Panther. Something is killing the children. What is this, 18 or 17, 18?
That's the whole series. Hot like fire.
B cover or whatever. Got the Out of Body.
It's a first print.
And then I got a bunch of I've been going ham on the back issues, you know what I'm saying? So got the Dark Horse number 7.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's one to get, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one too.
I got this in like a back issue bin for like a little bit double cover price, so like $4 or $5. Jedi's Tales Sith War. X Factor 17. That's like first appearance. I think Richter. Am I right, Al? Essay from Mexico.
Ricardo Esteban.
And these just came this week. I got a lot of these.
I see that mutant logo. So yeah,
X-Men number 1.
281.
281.
Got a couple of these.
Damn.
Just in case.
I mean, yeah, at this stage, it's all you can do is just in case.
Yeah. Then I got, I think this is Champions number 13, I think this is. And this is the Viv Vision cover.
Ah, nice.
Got that. This is the Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple number 1, the video game variant.
Nice.
Then I got Dark Temple number 2. This is I forget her name, but it's her first appearance.
You know what she looked like? She looked like that chick that used to be on Mad TV. I can't remember her name.
That's a variant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to follow. What number is that?
It's number 2. It's a variant because their
Okay, I like
original cover is like a drawing. It's like,
I like that. I'm look it up right now.
And then this is Extermination number 1, second print with the first appearance of the cable on the cover.
Deborah Wilson, Al.
That's it, Deborah Wilson.
And I got this out of the back issue bin the other day. Champions number 1. Got this out of a back issue bin for cover price, less than cover price. King Thor number 1, the second print. First Gore the God Butcher on it.
Gore the God Butcher.
And this one I've been trying to get. Finally got it. This is Spider-Gwen number 25, the second print. The first print is like a lenticular cover.
Nice.
This is the second print, so it's like $100 book, $150 book.
Can you see me, Remo?
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, man. That's the next one, man. When Gwenum starts, when she goes ham, everybody gonna wish they had all them covers. This is Spider-Man 235. second print, first appearance of the new Sinister Six. These are just a couple in the back issue of Dollar Bin. I got these. This is a Star Wars Shattered Empire #1. This is Star Wars #2 of the Dark Horse series. Got this out of a Dollar Bin. This is Captain America 34. This is when Bucky turns into Cap.
That'd be $2,000 by the fall.
This out of a Dollar Bin. This was G.I. Joe 103. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And Matt said any of the later issues of G.I. Joe, you
you gotta get. Hey man,
I seen this, and I had never seen this cover, so I was like,
I've never seen that cover in a while. What number is that again?
103.
Yeah,
it was just chilling in a Dollar Bin. I was like, oh yeah, I'm taking that shit.
Remo Matt sending you an offer right now.
Is it newsstand?
It's got this flag in there, so I'm sure it's direct.
Yeah. That's the regular. That's direct.
Yeah. Then I picked up these. These were in a Dollar Bin. It was Scarlet Witch #13, #12.
That's a tight cover.
8, #7, #5.
How the hell you find them in a Dollar Bin? In this
It's just in a Dollar Bin, man.
Wow. Man.
I just snatched them up. I seen them in there. I was like, I'll put the bag and board at the crib.
Yes,
The funny story about this one was I went the previous week and I only seen this book in there. I'll come back and get it next week. And when I went back the following week, this was in front of it.
Oh, nice.
But they had it as the second print. So they had it for like $4 or $5. But as you can see,
bless you.
This ain't the second print.
Right.
Wow. I got the punk ass second print here and it's gold.
I need to go to that.
I actually like that cover, man. I like that gold.
I do too. I like this one better, but this is the bigger book. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. I need to go buy a book from them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
you got it for a good deal, man.
Yeah, I got it, man. Still, literally. And then Incredible Hulk 326.
Oh, nice.
This is in real good condition. I think I got.
Yeah, what? Y'all was looking for that.
Is she donkey punching him?
Yeah, punched him like in the back.
In the back of the head.
This is 326.
326. Okay.
I think that's Rick Jones or whatever.
Yeah.
She dunking punching the hell out of him. Don't leave no marks.
Rick Jones,
man.
Yeah, that's Rick Jones.
That's what that key was. That's what that key was.
I'm Rick Jones, bitch.
I'm Rick Jones, bitch. Yeah, he's the first appearance of Rick Jones.
And then I got I found this one for a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is X-Men 213.
Oh, classic.
Shit, that's going for $30 or $40.
God, I love that coat.
Probably, I would say like only thing bad about it is it's got off-white pages, but it looked really, really good, man. But that doesn't.
That book right there, man, is averaging anywhere from around $20 to $50.
Yeah,
because that's like their first. The 212 and 213 was the first time they actually fought each other, I believe.
Yeah, because I have 212. I bought that off the rack when I was a kid, and I still got it. But that shit is beat up. But I mean, it's not beat up, but it ain't 9.8 at all. You know
exactly.
But I mean, I ain't gonna get rid of that one. I'll get another copy, but I ain't gonna get rid of that one. And then I picked these up at a spot, and I got a bunch of these. Doctor Strange #1. It's the first appearance of that one girl. I forget her name, but she's Vengeance. She's the new Vengeance.
Oh, the new Vengeance?
Yeah, they're about to have a new comic with her. And then she's Vengeance, but this is where her first appearance is.
Oh.
And then I got the second Well, the action figure variant for this is this, and this the first appearance of Nina the Conjurer. Then I grabbed a couple more Kanans, you know what I'm saying? And then this is a Daredevil 595, and I just grabbed it because it was a second print.
That's an homage to that dark
Yeah.
Phoenix. Yeah.
I just grabbed this one because I thought it was a dope cover. So,
which was actually an homage. It was an homage to an old Neil Adams cover with the Living Pharaoh on it.
Yeah, the Living Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's my haul, man.
All right. I think it's everybody.
Thank you, brothers, for allowing me to share my stuff.
Nice. All right. Well, I want to say thanks for everybody for tuning in. And I want to make sure that you check us out. The IG, Comic Hall Crew, shorting it up for everybody, make it a little easy to find. Want to say thanks for everybody joining us, hanging in there late. That's everybody that's still in there with us. We've held steady tonight, so most of the people have been hanging in there tonight. So we want to say thanks for hanging in there with us on your Saturday night. And make sure you check us out. We got haul videos coming, as you heard tonight, coming down the pipe. So make sure you stay on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like video on the way out, please. HBO, help a brother out. Help us out. Help us out. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend about the Comic Hall Crew. And we'll be back next Saturday, y'all. We'll be back next Saturday. So we hope everybody have a great night. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Enjoy yourselves. And we are out. Have a good night.